Captain Sinclair. I hope your ship is well. That only Jolly Roger has been through hell. Yo ho ho, on an adventure we go. In the deep digital high seas, we travel with ease until we reach the outer edge and freeze. The Arctic chill like a very steep hill through the darkness led by our will. Yo ho, on an adventure we go to beyond the outer limits of society, broadcasting the reality. The pirates will always steal the show. From WPRPN, you know. Yo ho, on an adventure we go. Dock our vessels in the Snowboard Harbor. No landlubbers will fight for you harder. Your old first mate went AWOL after a drinking kill haul. The legacy of pirate radio is strong. I hope our mates will come along. The changes we seek may not be long. That is why I wrote this song. And we go ho ho, on adventure we go.
Welcome everybody, friends, folks, foes, and fellow pirate mateys, to our latest edition of World Pirate Radio News. It's show segment number 348. Of course, as always, I am your host and trusted companion to these high, often all too intrepid digital seas, Jaffe Ryder. WPRPN.com is the website we will direct your attention to. Sign up is free. All you simply need is a username, password, and email. Be sure as well to check out the show description end of things. We got a lot of great URLs you can check out and work on digging a little deeper into seeing what this operation is actually all about. Where exactly are we headed? Where might Captain Sinclair be taking us? So only time will tell. But it's been a month, of course, of a hiatus, I guess, as far as the pirate radio news end of things is concerned. We did have Jungian author Scott D. Smith on board just a couple of weeks ago. It did not go live, unfortunately. There was a snafu in the OBS live streaming end of things, so that was unfortunate. But we do have an archived version of our conversation, thankfully, up on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. Those places, just once again follow the show description end of things. Click on the links, and it'll easily take you to what we have archived for everybody, of course. So if you'd like to help us out or just get in contact, pirate1radio@protonmail.com is the email address. It is our PayPal as well. Half of everything we do manage to generate goes directly back to charity. whether via the PayPal donations, the pirate swag we have available in the form of largely t-shirts and coffee mugs for now over on galacticfire.com and a couple of other places. Digital support, let's not forget, is always appreciated. And this business, of course, of half of everything going directly back to the grassroots. Think about it in a sense. I guess this is one way of looking at least. Hashtag WWRHD. What would Robin Hood do? I'll tell you one other thing that we would do besides giving back to the poor, the needy, the destitute, the downtrodden, is challenge the other major, more established live streamers and social media figures who, as far as we understand, aren't doing anything of this sort whatsoever. And we wonder why that's the case. Maybe they are just kind of in a low key manner giving back to their, to the communities, people at the grassroots level. I have no idea. Maybe we can hear from Sonia or Tanya. Tanya and Sonia. That sounds like I like the sounds of that one already. It has this built-in rhyme, doesn't it? So how cool is that? And
Yep.
yeah, just to let people know.
Yeah.
Well, let's just to finish the introduction here, liking, commenting, sharing, remembering to hit subscription notification buttons, and passing any of our links, of course, on to your friends, family, co-workers. Really very much appreciated. Powerful stuff. And it sends the algorithm gods a pretty clear message of what we got going on here via the digital underground. So yes, Tanya and Sonia. Tanya returning once again, courtesy of Mobile, Alabama. Sonia, Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies, this is your first time meeting, is it not?
It is.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, I have seen your show with them though, so that was awesome.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
So, and just for those who are not familiar with your backstory, I guess let's go with Sonia first. It's good to reconnect.
Okay.
It's been a while. Were you here a month ago when we did the last news show, or not?
I don't think I've been on your show since January, actually, since I got to Texas, really, as
Crazy.
far as I can remember.
Wow.
I know, right? So it's been a while. So I'm excited that you invited me. So thank you. And yeah, I'm actually in Alvarado, Texas. It's right near Fort Worth. So Fort Worth is good enough, I suppose.
El
So,
Dorado.
Alvarado.
Okay.
With a B.
Hey, make sure if you got with your
As in, like,
monitors there as well, Sonia, to turn them down so we don't get that feedback echo loop thing going on.
I've got my headphones on, so I
Somebody,
don't know.
maybe that's Tanya then, who has her like YouTube
Maybe.
open or Facebook, something like that. So, anyways, not a
oh,
problem.
oh yeah,
Small.
I do.
Yeah, there you go. Just take it and turn it
There you
down.
go.
Either just turn it off or just down to point where we won't be able to hear it at all. So,
Right.
galacticfire.com. Let's not forget
Still
that.
going, redoing the website right now. I'm actually adding some more, I guess you could say mainstream type of t-shirts, maybe a little bit of raunchy stuff going on a little bit. You know, the kind of biker type t-shirts, maybe you could say it like that, I suppose. So yeah, stuff like that going on for sure.
Okay.
So I'm redoing the whole website right now. So I'm very excited about that. It should be done maybe the end of July or something.
You're helping
or
out
mid-July.
Chris. Let's not forget, and we are going to meet up online for a big kind of hoedown, merchandising.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a round
hoedown.
table type situation. Yeah.
In July. When is that again?
That is going to be after I get done with the website. So it's probably going to be the end of July is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
So
All
somewhere in
right.
there.
All right.
Yeah.
And we've got a
Yeah.
big July
Where
4th.
everybody who has a store is going to come on and talk about their merchandise,
Oh my
their
God.
t-shirts or
So
whatever they've got going on, why they
don't,
made them,
yeah,
what they're trying to do with their podcasts or whatever it is
sure.
that they, they work with. So
Don't tell me,
mhm.
don't tell us that that includes DK as well, does it?
Yes, it does actually, because he is part of it. So I am
Ah!
working out
Oh
the
God,
details
I
about
love that
that
guy.
sort of
I
thing.
love that he's so easy to get to. Is just to
He
rattle his
actually wanted
cage.
to come on the show tonight. I
No,
told him I would
no,
ask you, but I could not
no.
promise him
We
anything.
fart in
So
his
there you go.
general direction. You tell him that.
I will do no such thing.
Yeah. So okay. And
But
Sonia, or
but yeah,
then and Christian Latterer. Let's not forget him. Christian Latterer,
yep.
formerly of Quebec, Canada, now living in Alberta, with
That's
the
right.
breakaway province. Hopefully, that would be something, won't it? Let's
Apparently.
we'll see what happens there. A lot of people
Yeah,
that are not
he's doing
too
the new
happy.
Montauk Talk where he goes in with video chat with whoever wants to join his Patreon. It's Patreon/Montauk_talk.
Wow.
And he'll just answer any questions, that anybody has on anything. So it's just a chance to get to know someone who actually went through that whole experience at Montauk. Get all the hidden stuff's kind of coming out these days. So it's just another avenue of that sort of thing for
Our
sure.
occulted history, as the late great Jim Mars, the way he put it. Speaking of
Hmm.
late and great, we were alluding to the recent passing of Dan Willis just the other day. Something of which the details were not overly clear on. It caught me quite off guard, however, and we had him on the show several times. Obviously, he even joined us for I think one edition of World Pirate Radio News. It makes me wish now that we had have invited him a little more often. It seemed almost like he was open to it, but I was. I wasn't. I don't know. He might have been struggling with some health issues as well, rather than this being
Hmm.
some sudden out of the blue
Definitely
affair. But we're all here to go, man.
a
Death is such a great
really
teacher.
cool crystals.
Come again?
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I was just saying, Dan's a really cool dude. He's very knowledgeable about crystals, especially,
Oh, he
of course,
was.
and he just still is. You carry your knowledge, when
Okay.
you go.
All right.
You don't just forget everything. So
Well,
there
but
you go.
yeah,
I'm sure he'll be helping others who are into the Vogels and things like that in the future. From the ethers kind
that's
of thing,
right. No,
assisting other
mm-hmm.
other people.
Sure,
Yep.
sure. So let's do just to take.
Yep.
We should just take a moment of a moment or two of just silence, thought, reflection, gratitude. I know I have been since hearing about this, and also just a reminder of what a great teacher death actually is. How uh, temporal this human experience. How it's something quite fleeting and short. I think the Romans. I mean, a constant reference to it being a dream-like experience. The Romans talked about it being just like a brief dream. Uh, Shakespeare, the Buddha, they've all used that I guess metaphor, imagery, and row your boat. So, and speaking, and Dan, he was a not just a digital pirate, but also someone who, well, yeah, he was into pirate radio big time for quite a good many years. So, uh, but yeah, thoughts, prayers, positive vibes, and energy to him and his loved ones, of course. Now we've got
David
we've got
will talk too.
What's that?
Wilcock too.
Well, yeah, and that's another something that we can get into here.
Hmm.
If
Yeah.
people are so inclined to kind of shift the focus to that, there's a lot of issues we've got to, we could potentially address. Stand by here as well too while we get the telegram. Oh, oh, you know what? We gotta reconfigure this. I see what's going on, so we'll have to do this behind the scenes. Uh, we got Roger Hansen in the house. We'll get to him momentarily, but first, yeah, Tanya. For those who are not familiar with you and your backstory, just in a nutshell, what that entails and why you've decided to reconnect with us here once again this week.
Well, backstory is, I guess, a lifetime of education and mindfulness. I got introduced to it very early on, martial arts at 9. Started meditation around the age of 11 and went through ROTC, which led me to basically almost complete military boot camp. If you added up the time, the summer I went, um, by the time I graduated high school, which was wonderful, and decided not to go that path. Was that before that, just meditation and practicing of nonviolence. I couldn't see risking my life or taking another for uh, people to get oil
Alberta,
money.
with
That's right.
breakaway. Son of a gun. Why are we why were we bleeding through there for some reason? That's strange.
Started meditation around the age of 11
Mm-hmm.
and see, which led me to basically almost complete military
Mm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, this is just that was Facebook
training.
doing that
And
wonkiness.
and then that led to but I always massaged people. It was really strange. Like I from the age of like 5 or 6, I remember massaging my grandmother because
Mm-hmm.
she had RA, and I would just massage. Like I just wanted people to feel better. I've always had this insatiable need to um like alleviate suffering where I can, I suppose. And so that led to massage school right out of high school, and it just then I learned yoga in massage school. We had to do like a 2-hour class, and that led to just practicing that and adding that in, and it's just become all of this stuff. And then studying psychology and music at university. So it all kind of blends together now
Mm-hmm.
into this uh, martial arts, yoga, massage therapy. And then I found out, I wanted to go into the monastery as a kid, and I found out women could not be monastics in the Theravada tradition. So I went forth in my practice into lay life, and it's definitely like having one foot in one world and one foot in another, and you learn to run tires very well. Like boxing training or any kind of athletic training, you run in the tires. It's a lot of fun. But yeah. So that's kind of a background about me, and so it all blends together to, I guess, helping where I can, and I plan to go into the monastery now that women can be ordained, and that became possible, and they're still fighting for it. It's not solidified in a lot of places yet. It's getting there, but the first ordination and the reawakening of the Bhikkhuni order was in 2008, which ironically was the year that I got married to someone that I probably, I can't say shouldn't have, but because it brought forth like a lot of learning, and divorced him like 12 years ago. And so, in a few years, once my teenagers are grown, I'll go to monastic life. I'll finally get to grow up and be what I wanted to be. That's a background about me. I published a book. I'm working on another. First one is an eightfold yoga teaching and practice program for those that want to learn about yoga and then sure they could use this source material, things like that. So
And you've also, speaking of MK Ultra, I guess you have some knowledge and even personal experience in that regard, as memory serves. Is that not the
yeah, I was in
case?
the GATE program several years.
Gate meaning what exactly?
Sometimes it was GT, sometimes it was GAT. Depends on what school you went through, but it was all under this umbrella of gifted and talented.
Oh, I
So
see.
you had to have an IQ. Yeah, you usually tested in with an IQ of roughly around. It was a minimum of 140, and so anyone 140 and above was heavily studied. They would pull you out of class, administer like tests with dinner cards, which were designed for ESP development and testing. If you were trying to hone those skills, it was a tool for that. They'd use these headphones, and we listened to the Gateway tapes. Incidentally, that was the Robert Monroe, the work of the Monroe Institute. That hi Coda. This is the real star of the show.
Yeah.
The Great Pyrenees that thinks he's a lap puppy.
Right. Good.
So he so they would put these headphones and we would listen to those. They would guide us in a meditation. And they would ask us to, tell them what was in a box or a bag, all kinds of stuff.
Like remote
My
viewing, I
middle school
guess, in that
guidance
sense,
counselor would pull
right?
me out of.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it was a prep for.
That's
It was all basically being trained as a psychic tool. And
kind of
then
yeah.
I was
Huh?
really heavy into ROTC.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, listen.
And that's it. Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like people, like because we covered this actually in the interview that we did, like what 6 weeks ago, I think. When that is archived via,
Yeah.
I think it's up on YouTube still. Facebook takes everything down after a month, unfortunately. Thanks Zuckerberg. Yeah, well done. That's the best you can do, I guess, right? Cheap bastard. But anyways, BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey also can be found over there. So, yeah, because yeah, we just like to we got limited time here, and I thought let people just remind people of your own personal Montauk experience. It's a small world. It's someone you might want to talk to. Obviously, is actually no, it's not Montauk. I shouldn't
My
say. It's more like
guidance
MK
counselor,
Ultra.
yeah, I mean,
Chris.
it's insane. It's that's so openly just done. And then, I mean, I think it was nicknamed the Monster Experiment,
Mm-hmm.
which wasn't government sanctioned, but that was where they were trying to induce stuttering
Off the books. So these are like programs that are done like sub rosa, I guess you might say.
by trauma. They were trying to induce stuttering by trauma in children and
Oh,
other things. It was insane.
that's
But
just the
they were
least of it.
experimenting on orphans.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy
I mean,
easy pickings, right? Easy prey. That's right. Yeah. Hey, listen. But I mean, we could go on, covering this in great depth and detail. But we got another
let's get to
special.
the news.
Pardon me.
Let's get to the news.
We have a special guest here, and he might help us transition in that sense. Roger Hansen. It's been a while, and I'm not sure. We have a strange icon that we're seeing here. Via where he's.
Which one?
It's just some up in the top left
I'm not.
hand
I'm not
corner.
showing my face, am I?
Holy jeez!
Okay, as long as it's not my face.
What a mug that is! I tell you. So no, it's just a little. It was a little icon. Actually, Sony's got it too.
Oh,
Maybe this is just regarding people's internet connection
it's an
details.
Illuminati. It's an Illuminati symbol. It stands for OBS.
Meaning what?
it,
What's
it
what's
does
the
have to do with
acronym?
Jitsi for sure.
No, this is the internet
The
connection.
OBS means
Yes.
Yes, means what?
I have no idea what you just said right there.
It is. It is the internet connection. When it weakens, it goes to just the letters of someone's name rather than their picture.
Oh,
That's
okay. So
happened since day
you're
one.
not seeing the OBS symbol, which is on there. Okay. Yeah, that's about
Well,
the most informative. Now I'm getting back thing too. So, but yeah, I mean that's about the most informative I can be when it comes to politics.
Well, well, how about introduction here?
Yeah.
You've been busy yourself. It's been a while, but you're no stranger to the show, and someone who
Yeah.
does exercise the
Here
option of.
lately,
Go ahead.
I've been stepping away from a lot of the paranormal and ufology,
Hmm.
getting into more of the, Church of the Subgenius,
Oh yeah,
things like
Discordianism.
that. And well, yeah, that too.
Hmm.
But
Hail, Eris.
I'm exploring more of the absurdity that goes on in the world and how that relates to things in a comedic uh, perspective. Like when you look at the stuff that's going on in the world today, you can't tell me that it's not absurd.
Shout out to Zap3884. Not sure how absurd he is feeling this week, but maybe somewhat so, slightly. He's here with us uh, currently in the live stream via YouTube, whatever the case, along with Joshua Allen Huckle over on Facebook. And my God, I'm going to bring that up again. I think it was close to 30 people had liked our the show details, the overview that we provided via Facebook. They had engaged us in some manner or another, and so we should give them a bit of a shout out here as well in just a few moments. It's pretty decent engagement on that level, so it's great to see that some people are. I guess that they're not totally well. They're I guess they're happy to see that we're out here doing our thing, as it were. But um, how about this business end of Trump and Israel and Iran, and this what some people are calling it's a truce or treaty or peace deal, which it's not really. It's more a memorandum of understanding, I guess, MOU, for the next 60 days, and so just an agreement to carry on talking, hopefully, limited violence, of course, and this will presumably have a more positive impact on the global economy and the prices that we're paying in all sorts of capacities. It's just utterly horrific. But can you believe? It's interesting. I'll keep this short too. But hundreds of millions of dollars that the Israeli APAC largely dominated lobby through Miriam, uh, I guess what her name is it Adelson, I think, and others. She's like right at the top of the food chain there, though. What I understand, gifted Trump hundreds of millions of dollars in support of his campaign. Well, at the same time now, it's $300 billion, folks. Can you believe that? $300 billion that the American taxpayer now has been left on the hook for in with respect to military engagement and this and for what exactly? Why other than the pressure that Netanyahu? I guess it all leads back to the Epstein files. It does in my mind, frankly. It really does, and it just got to the
It
point.
goes back further than that.
Well, but hang on, it just got to the point where I think Trump said to hell with it, and he did kind of warn Netanyahu, and he's the kind of guy that will, unlike Clinton, who it was not quite the case, and it'd be interesting to know why that was the situation there on that front. Probably more of just the Mossad spying on the president, the Pentagon, the CIA, the infiltration that they have there within those various institutions. But um, you know, they were go ahead and jump in, I guess, and then maybe I'll try to finish the point. Uh,
No,
you're trying to. Oh, now you don't want to.
no, you. No. You go ahead and finish. No, I'm listening.
I think I'm done. Actually, there was
You
something
are.
more I was going to add just to kind of flesh it out there, just briefly.
He
hilarious.
ran out. He ran out of stuff to say, so he
Mm-mm.
wanted to pass it off on you.
No, that's not quite the case. No, I just kind of, but the actual way I was
Oh, okay.
wanting to cap it all off, sort of went by
You
the
did a good
wayside. I
job,
had
by
suffered
the
a bit
way.
of a senior's moment there, I guess, more than anything. So,
You
but
did
the
good.
oh
You did
finally, no,
great.
okay, look, finally he said to hell with it, and this is where we're at currently, and he could, who knows, he might have another change of heart, um, before too long. It's just time will tell, but it's definitely ease tensions in a big way. And I think if I don't know if I think this may be biblical prophecy. Uh the beast of the apocalypse. I mean, what better candidate than Trump, obviously. I really say that quite sincerely. Uh the Antichrist, Jared Kushner, obviously. Although you could look at it more as a system as well too. That's how I do, frankly. It's system and Silicon Valley and this whole control, command, prison planet type agenda. You know, the highest, what's the highest motto, decree of the OTO? And the slave shall serve. And that's what they're working towards here, folks. This war on human consciousness. It's a big deal, and they're continuing to try and work on doing what they can to hijack our our minds, essentially, and fill our thoughts and our minds with all kinds of garbage. So that's one of the reasons we don't have any TV here, obviously, and that you don't see much of us on the interwebs with the live streams. I personally have enough of a YouTube addiction as it is, just archiving content, eye candy. It's oh god, staying abreast of all the various issues. But Trump, just to finish the point, beast of the apocalypse. Either he will die of natural causes, or he will be targeted again for assassination next year. It's the third year of his term, I guess, the third year of his term, and we qui bono, right? I mean, if he doesn't return to the policy in support of Israel, they're gonna they'll JFK the guy just like they did with Kennedy in Dallas in '63. Not that they were the only people who stood to gain because of Kennedy's opposition to their nuclear program, and we've known about this for the longest time. Jack Rubenstein. What's that all about? And this business of Jack Rubenstein, aka Ruby, having a hand in uh, weapons smuggling to the Middle East, presumably Israel itself, since 19, I think it was the mid 50s, actually. LBJ was heavily invested in that as well for quite some time, apparently. But AI will never cop to that. What just load of horseshit AI is, I tell you. It just was gatekeeping endlessly, glorified ChatGPT, Wikipedia. So just total crap. I don't even go there. at all anymore, hardly, because it's so obvious. It's very much like Satan, very satanic. Robert Morningstar got that right. I'm not sure if that's what he was alluding to uh, exactly, but the because in the Old Testament, the Satan is the analogy, or I guess the parallel is made to it like a lawyer. We talk often here about playing devil's advocate. What's en français, l'avocat is a lawyer, right? So just taking the other side, playing devil's advocate, but yeah, and gatekeeping, big time. But I don't know. What do y'all think? As far as Trump and what's happening via the Middle East, because it is interesting too, the Babylon Bee meme that we shared. And thank
Yeah,
you,
I love them.
Lotus Lady Tanya. That's courtesy of you, of course. So well done. Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. That's courtesy of the Babylon Bee, man. Like
Hmm.
solidarity
Did
for
they
real.
buy up
Like,
Infowars? By the way, they were going to. Did they end up managing to do
well,
that?
I don't know. I don't keep up with those comings and goings.
Oh, I see. Hey, listen, bring your
But
camera down a little bit, Tanya. I don't know what's happened there. You keep on wanting to, you know, get right in the
is that
center.
better?
No, well, a little better. Keep it going. I'm not sure if you want that crescent moon at the top, or what the deal is with that. Well, oh,
No, I don't.
that is better, but
Is it better?
yeah, but remember you were centered before, so
It's oh, it's it's my dog. He pushed the thing that I have
there you go.
the
Go.
stuff sitting on in front of me.
Okay, go to the left now.
He
You're
pushed
perfect.
that
You're
because
pretty
he's
much, yeah. Hey, Pooch, is that come here? Is that an Australian Shepherd? No, no.
Pyrenees.
A what? Look at
The
him,
Great
eh?
Pyrenees.
Oh boy, good boy.
They do no personal boundaries
He
at all.
Pretty dogs.
no boundaries.
I mean, and when he gets big, he's gonna be probably about 150 pounds.
Whoa, look at
Is
him.
he a
What?
puppy still?
Yeah, he's only as big as he is. He's only like 3.5 months old.
What's his
Yep, they
name?
get huge for sure.
Yeah,
What's his name?
his name is Dakota.
Dakota. Can you hear us, Dakota? Hello, Dakota. Hey, sweetie.
And I would love to do something with him, but eh,
Well,
nope.
don't
They
bring him.
don't.
Don't bring him to
They're known as
Korea.
being hard to train.
Don't bring
They
him
are
to
known
Korea.
as being hard to train because they're used to guarding sheep or
Yeah,
whatever on a
yeah,
mountain
yeah.
without. So they have to make
Oh,
executive
French.
decisions
French Pyrenees.
on their own. Yeah, yeah.
So when I was meant the business, the Lloyd Avocat, he was all ears. I guess he was totally on top of that one. He knew exactly what he was talking about. It's a lawyer, he said in dog language. So good one, Dakota. All right. Well, let's keep the ball rolling here then. And Roger, um, I'd like to get to the Facebook end of things too, but and just to shout out to people that we see on that end of things. Donna Marie Farrell 533, grateful, groovy, everything, beautiful souls. Is that a friend of you? Anyone that you're aware of there, folks? Donna Marie Farrell 533. Is it? Yeah, yeah. Nobody. Well, Donna
Is there
Marie, welcome to the
What
show
platform, Jeffy?
over on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and yeah, but anyways, let's keep the ball rolling here. And if nobody's got anything more, I mean, the big G7 summit, and Trump came in the other day. It's like he was the last to enter. It's like, I'm the boss. And big laugh. He's like, very very well played.
Well, okay. I would have to dig it up, but I would say about 2 years or about 2 weeks before the Ukraine war kicked off, Putin was on air talking about wanting to alcohol, and that the U.S. and Israel were doing dastardly things in Ukraine, which ties into Tulsi Gabbard.
The
Stop,
biolabs.
Dakota, please, please stop. Can you just come lay with me?
The biolabs.
The biolabs. You know that it was like 20. It was like 23 of them.
40
And
now. There's 40.
But Putin had said that these things, yeah, it's 40 now. And so this is on in Ukraine. And Putin had said in an interview that he was going to oust the quote unquote satanic cabal, and that he was going to, lay it all out into the open. And that's like 2 weeks later, that's when feces hit the propeller.
You're talking about
Pretty sure
proverbial, or some kind of the poop hitting the proverbial fan.
After that, Ukraine and Russia went to war, but I think Israel's involvement in everything, it's like we're trying to, okay, thanks.
They've totally taken
So
over. They dominate now, I guess, the CIA and the Pentagon. They dominate.
they do. And we're trying to figure things out in Iran, and they're like, this drug addict, child, or this, crazy toddler, like that you just clean this part of the house, and by the time you finished it, they've torn it all out. We're trying to figure things out in Iran, and I say he, Netanyahu is bombing Lebanon for what reason?
Because he can't help it. That's who they are. That it's endless order out of chaos.
Israel's constitution, they can't have an election in the middle of military action. So that's why he keeps doing what he's doing, is to stay in power as a vicarious dictator.
Yeah, stay out of jail is really what it comes down to. When it's stay out of jail.
And they did the what was it, the aircon or something in is it 1967 or 1968? It was a intelligence terrorist attack by Israel on the United States.
USS Liberty.
But Israel's the head of the USS Liberty. And
LBJ was totally oversaw that whole thing.
Well, and the thing is that all of these trafficking rings and these societies, Israel, they're all mocking Kabbalah. That's, if you can look at the source of it, it all goes back to the Hebrew tradition and the ancient Canaanite. And everyone, they've done a great job with marketing of convincing everyone that the dark is light and vice versa. And it goes back even further, but it's like all of these rings that you've got, the entertainment industry, they have, like the film industry, they have their thing. The music industry's got their thing, but they're all interlooped. And it's all, I believe, head by Israel and England and a couple of others, these council of weirdos, elite pedophiles, PDF files, sorry, that, and it's so they get information on everyone, and they have everyone by the cojones because they've been doing this for a long time.
That's why people like Gabbard and Massey don't last long in there, because they're not.
I mean, but Gabbard has her own agenda. Okay, Gabbard was raised in a Hindu, crazy, like racist, homophobic Hindu cult. And the only reason she's outing anything is because she's been outed, and she's known about this the whole time. So what, you were staying in power, enjoying the perks, having this knowledge, and you only come forth with it when something happens to you and you're forced to face
What do you
it.
mean she's
And
been
that's with
outed? How is she outed? Like in what
um
sense?
well, I mean, there's been a lot of, talk about her and her didn't she make some security breach? Like they've been kind of trying to build a case on her.
Yeah, Russian collusion, all that nonsense. I don't buy it.
Yeah, and all that. So,
I don't
I
buy it.
mean, and just, you know, why are you just now coming out with it? I mean, she knows. They all know. They're all in on it together.
Well, in politics, timing is everything.
Yeah, it
Also,
is.
and there are no accidents, according to FDR, who did spend enough time in the world of politics. You think he'd be someone who would know that if something happens in the world of power politics, it's not an accident. It was meant to happen, right? So it's like a big,
Hmm.
it's all orchestrated like a big
It's all theater.
stage production, correct? And they're all actors
Every
on
martial
the
arts
stage.
thing, every professional sport that you see, it's all rigged and organized by the mob.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey, let's give a big shout out here, starting with rundown. No, bear with us, folks. Raven Eyeside, that's okay. Peter Van Doorn, Paul Turner, Diane Dowd, Laird, Kevin G. Curl, Kelly Anderson, Mark Peltier, Brendan Banfield, Tessa Cunningham, Elizabeth Garcia Dominic, Mike Fiesel. Do you know, I think he was his uncle, actually, was one of the first Hells Angels. This guy, if you can believe that. So, uh, just a little trivia for people. Mike, he's quite a character, good guy. Michael Haran, not Horn, but Haran. Hooray for Haran. Robert, I want to say Sandwich, Sandwich or Sandwedge. Hey, if you're out golfing, people never go hungry. If your golfers should never go a good golfer should never go hungry. You know why? Any golfer,
Why?
maybe Tiger Woods, but well, because any good golfer, because in their bag they've always got a sandwich. Delicious. All right, moving along. Johnny Webb, Charlotte, Charlotte Pendragon. Charlotte's actually a former stage magician. Speaking of life is but a stage, so she's a great lady and, supportive. Someone who's shown some interest, curiosity in the music that I've recorded. So, um, hoping that maybe we can make a further connection on that level. And she knows of some people within the industry who we could potentially, pitch a few of our songs to. So, and you got to pick those people carefully in the sense of, is this really something that is, that's their style that would appeal to them. So I'm not sure what the rest of what's going on here, but there you go, folks. It's a heavy engagement and a lot of people wanting to see this and hear more about how Trump has set a new world record by winning war with Iran 27 times in 1 year. That is just amazing. Only Trump could do that, of course, right? So speaking of a showman
Oh yeah,
and performer, he's quite
yeah,
a character.
yeah.
So
The best warman of all the warmen.
you think so?
No, that was sarcasm.
He isn't. I don't think. Yeah, because he really. I think he does want. I think he does want. You know, he wants people to flourish and to be happy.
He does. He wants peace, I do believe, but Israel doesn't want peace.
No, of
That's the
course.
problem.
Well, do you know? And are you familiar with? Oh, bloody hell! Let's not mind dump on this now. Uh, Sabotage Sevi.
What is in Iran other than oil is minerals.
Well, look, okay, PNAC, September 11th, the whole neocon agenda. You realize that they've had this vision, the whole neocon wet dream kind of vision is that they should expand and dominate the Middle East, and that includes starting with September 11th, the takedown of these 7 countries. God only knows where they plan on, uh, you know, um, stopping or ending things, but it's the Rothschilds largely, of course, who are behind things among others.
Oh, and
But they
then the
helped to found.
Rockefellers, like,
Well, the Rockefellers are said to be.
Barbara
They're
Bush,
they're what's that?
Barbara Bush was Aleister Crowley's daughter.
See, it's almost like Trudeau and Castro, isn't it? They just
Yeah, and I mean, there's also no, that was Dutroux. Never mind.
Well,
Dutroux, Trudeau.
you mean Pierre
Ooh.
Elliott
Isn't
Trudeau?
there a Stargate over there as well? Like a Stargate somewhere in the Middle East? I think it was Iraq or Iran, one of them.
Oh yeah, that's what
That's
they
being fought for.
say. That's what they say. So, all right. Well, we're gonna share the live the link to a few more groups on Facebook. In the
Just send me
meantime,
a link in Messenger, and I can send it to a couple of people via text really quick for a live link, like for where they can watch it on YouTube live.
okay, I guess. Well, I mean that's the thing is just click on the link. You can see it. There's only two places right now, and that's
Uh,
Facebook and YouTube, and that's the whole thing is really quite dubious is not the right or best word, but tenuous. That's what we're looking for. The whole
Tenuous.
tenuous because of their policies. These YouTube. Now I was thinking about this in the lead up to the show. My grandmother told me back in the day, good grandmotherly wisdom. Not only teaching me the lessons of how to be very mindful of hate of any sort, that it was a very dangerous, very powerful emotion. Very Jedi she was. Very Jedi she was. But speaking badly of people too, to be very careful, like speaking, never, to never say anything bad about people in a
Right?
major
Unless you're like
way.
stating a fact,
Yeah,
like and the fact happens to be bad,
yeah,
you know.
like YouTube, just completely like they could be doing a lot better job. Instead, they like they're robbing us blind right now. Like we can't do super chats. We're not that we haven't been monetized. They're totally, it's they could be doing a lot more in supporting us, allowing us to have the same options available to us that so many other channels do. But as soon as we reach that 1,000 member subscriber threshold, they shut us down. It's like, sorry, you know what? You're not going to be monetized. We just don't think what you offer is the sort of content that we think is worth promoting and that we want to have anything to do with. We'd rather try and make money off of other people, basically. Actually, they still make money from our content. I can almost guarantee you. You know,
Oh, YouTube? Of
no,
course they do.
yeah, they just don't. We just don't get reimbursed in any way. So there you go. But yeah, we'll send you that link.
It's like it's like on Facebook, if you make a reel or Instagram, a reel or a story, it gives you the option to add music, right? And then it pops down and there's music. If
Mm,
you use the music that they provide and it's licensed, then you get a notice. Your earnings are being shared with blah, blah, blah.
hmm
And, but it's like, well, why are you offering this music to be used and then penalizing the poster for,
hmm Speaking of music, can you hear anything playing in the background?
yeah, Summer of
Oh,
69.
oh, okay. Is that a little too loud? Had a
You
band
just,
and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit.
great song.
Billy got married. Should have known we'd
Yeah,
never
baby.
get far. Oh, what it look like now? Seem to last forever. It's actually it's in D, I really think I should play it in
He's
C.
the only one out of all of us that was a
But we're gonna
teenager
get. They're
in
gonna probably nail us for that.
Right.
You know, they're gonna nail us for that.
It's like I wasn't even born, dude.
I'll
Ditto,
turn it down.
Roger.
What's that?
My dad was.
Yeah,
my
you can
brother was
only
getting his diaper
play so
changed.
many seconds. I think it's like 8 seconds.
I just in the background. I'm just singing along, so we'll see what happens. I turned it down too. So, joke them if they can't take a fuck.
Hey, what year were you born?
Hey, speak up, Roger. You got to eat the mic, man. You're coming in really low.
You heard me. You just don't want to hear it.
No, you see your levels
what
here.
year was you? What year?
You're
what
low.
year
You
was
are really
born?
low.
What year was you born in?
Well, I can hear what he's saying, but there you go. Come on, Roger.
I
You
said,
can do
what
better.
year were you born in?
Who wants to know?
We do.
Johnny B. Rotten wants to know.
That's confidential. So I don't know. I was born in '69. Yeah,
It was
July of '69. I
my.
think. What are you? November or something? We're pretty close, aren't we?
No, you're in July of '69. I'm
Eat the mic.
July of '73. It's
Oh.
me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's why you have to show me more respect.
That's your elder, Roger. That's your elder.
Now he's gonna sing that song too. Just a little respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, Roger, this has been like an ongoing problem with you, unfortunately, just because your voice is so soft, and then I'm not sure how. Like, do you have a boom mic or what exactly? You're just coming in a little low.
Oh my gosh.
This is just the problem I have on your channel. That's it.
Well, isn't it funny though? Because
I think you're like losing your hearing or something.
No.
Roger's just okay. Roger's at a different speed of thing, like a different frequency.
No, look at we got the screen share on. Hello, can you see the screen share right now with the OBS?
I see my voice on there, but it doesn't. It's not true.
Look, you're way down in the green.
That's perfectly fine.
No, you're supposed to be up right, almost in the red here, man. That's where you like it. Well, that was
where you like it in the red. He likes it in the red, Roger.
That's what she said.
Is that some kind of sexual innuendo? I have no idea. Hey, look at that.
You can hear that.
Well, you're the one who likes it in the red.
Why is it he can hear that, but he can't hear the
I know,
rest?
right?
You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden he hears it and say that. But
he wants it in the red as well.
Better in the red than the way that Roger does, and that's in the butt. So now, whatever.
Wow,
he's
you
the
really
butt
get
man.
on
He's
your jokes,
the backdoor man. What the hell's the red? The red is like communism, man. It's like
red, like you just said, the red line, like the orange or the red or the yellow.
Red is like debt.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's all we're talking about. Nothing else.
That's it, man. We're not
okay.
talking about anything else. I mean,
low green.
Nothing.
Low green.
I mean,
at least he's in the green,
I've already learned that you don't talk about anything like bad to people who are Buddhists. It's like a no.
No, you can talk all the shit you want. Low green.
Saying code words.
You can talk whatever you like. That is you. It's not my place to take offense in what is said by another. That's
I know.
Thank you, Tony.
If I'm going to find something offensive, if I'm going to actually waste the energy to be offended by anything, I'm offended by the PDF files that I have to pay taxes to every day.
What?
I'm offended by hunger.
PDFs.
What? What? PDF files taxes?
Add consonants to that abbreviation.
Yeah.
She's talking about.
Oh, I see. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, did you hear about the grooming gang study that came out in the UK? Just this past week, it was the grooming gang RAPE. I think you can spell that out without. I mean, it's so ridiculous the way that these more highly
Oh my
polished
God, yeah, I posted, they published the
Pakistani.
owner of the website's name. I posted it on my Facebook for any uncles out there. I'm just saying.
What's an uncle? Just an uncle? Uncle? What are you talking? Is that code for something?
Down here, if you mess with a young girl, it's kind of like like her uncle might take care of you. Like the uncle is, like that protector that's kind of sitting there in the family
Right.
that looks out. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
It
maybe has
means
been to prison, doesn't mind going back. That guy.
Yeah.
it also means
Exactly.
His
an
name
old
is on
person.
my Facebook.
What's that?
His name is
It,
on my Facebook. I think it's Josh Grange. I'll have to look it up,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So Chris Hansen, actually, it's a couple things you're just reminding me of. One is the Chris Hansen To Catch the Predator series, and he did more too. And I what is it like? There's some more shows that he did in recent years, but it's the same sort of deal. Where, in fact, Alabama, it was really interesting. It was one of the sting operations that they set up, and these guys are so stupid. um the way not the cops obviously, but the dummies that were
Yeah, I mean, but it's like
sucked
because you
in.
have such big highway routes running through here, major
Trafficking.
like highway routes intersect. Oh God, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh geez. And
And
that's
I
just the
mean, if
tip of
you
the
see
iceberg.
something and you file to report it, by the time the police get there, whatever activity is going on is packed up and gone.
Well, and too often you
And
find
all you can do is
and how often do you find as well the cops are kind of they're
there are a lot of them are in on it. Oh my God. So
well,
here, um, I went to this town hall meeting to protest a data center they're trying to put in a very poor African American community, mostly here called Pritchard, which is right next, like where my studio is located. I call it Bougie Town. It's like your old money lives there, but it's parallel, like across the highway bridge from Pritchard. Well, on top of that, but today it got announced that the sheriff's department went and put crime scene tape around their building because and asked employees to leave because of the amount of corruption in the Pritchard Police Department. They
what?
were by the
Oh my
sheriffs.
God!
Yeah,
Is
like,
that? I'm gonna check that out on the news. That's got to be making national news, and maybe even like the world news.
if
That's
it
great that
hasn't, it
something's being
should.
done.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and I mean, yeah, it's a sad state, and it just goes to show you these data centers are preying on, what is that? Oh yeah, wait, hold on just a second.
Okay, actually, something I've yet to do. I'm gonna work on getting myself on camera here as well, in case people are wondering. And we got a fair number of folks that are connecting with us here this week. Good to see. This is World
Hi,
Pirate
hi.
Radio News Show segment number 348.
Sorry, they prey on these uh, underprivileged communities,
Uh huh.
and they offer them a mere pittance, and the whole community stood up to protest it. I don't think it's going to go through.
Oh, I see. Where with the AI, is it AI data centers?
It's actually not. They're saying it's general operations, and they say, but it's all of their products. It's through Edge something or another out of Georgia, and they say that their data centers are closed loop cooling, waterless. But I'll get to that in a minute. But they their products are all AI capable, but this data center in particular, they're saying is for general operations of internet function. But the thing is with closed loop cooling is there's no such thing. The components are soaked in a jelly, usually a glycol type solution, but at a point that's going to reach either saturation or degradation, at which point the loop has to be open, the waste has to be
Yeah.
dispersed somewhere, and that's
Yeah.
the question, where? So
Well,
even if it's not using water, it's still going to tap into the grid and make the power astronomical. They have generators that they plug on. They have to test those weekly, so the citizens wherever these centers are going to have to experience blackouts for tests. It's yeah.
You got a little garbled there at the end, Tanya. But
It's yeah.
what
They
about?
and that's
Go ahead.
and so it's I think that they're trying to do something, but what they don't realize is that there's always going to be a waste product, and the if the sludge coming off these things pollutes water to the point it cannot be reused in any capacity, then the heavy substance used to cool is also going to maintain space, and there's only so much space for this stuff. And then what are the environmental implications of putting that into the ground anywhere? What is coming off of these things?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's just the endless number of questions that need to be raised. They want to rush these projects through. There's not enough being done here in South Korea as far as uh, the what they talk about risk, benefit analysis. Obviously, as to what you're alluding. And one thing that's interesting, however, is what China is doing. Although I do see a potential downside there. I think it's either lakes or oceans, and people can see how this could become somewhat problematic. But they're submerging these AI data centers, the hubs, I guess, that they
No,
use.
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and
The
why is
whole the
that
whole
then?
body of water is going to be ruined.
What is?
The whole body of water
Well,
is going to be ruined.
how so?
Here they're draining aquifers and lakes already.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. At first, I thought, oh, hey, great idea, but then it's like, wait a minute, what about the fish and the rest of the ecosystem?
Yeah,
You
like,
know,
no.
it's like, yeah. So that's the thing is like these people are they're psychopaths, man. They're crazy.
Don't they have 5G towers for internet? I mean,
Oh my God!
like
And
data
Gwen
centers to
towers,
store
the
what?
Gwen people here in Korea have no idea, and the chemtrails, the nanoparticles, the particulates, the aluminum that they're spraying. Of course, this is all
Topic.
done through DARPA, right? Hey,
Yeah, DAPA,
and
the
that's so.
dust.
RFK Jr. did kind of not really let the cat out of the bag. He did intentionally, but he let people know because they were asking. He's like, "Well, yeah, this is DARPA." They had more to say on that front. And there is, speaking of which, talk that he may be soon leaving his position. I hope he doesn't, because we've seen like Massey, all these great representatives, these rogue type.
Because they can't handle the oppression of the corruption. Like when you're that close in on it, and it's basically like you have a narcissist in bed with you, breathing down your neck constantly.
And he's
It's
probably multiple death threats too. He is a candidate. Just and
I'm sure.
on top of that, he's taking on big pharma directly and really shaking up the status quo. I mean, it'd be great. Hey, yeah, MAGA here in South Korea too. Let's not forget, folks. Make Asia, I'm sorry, Maha. You could say MAGA. Make Asia great again, but make Asia healthy again. Come on. And
Yeah,
that's the thing is like there's too many people lackadaisical, apathetic, and that's exactly the way that the proverbial the powers that be, want people to be. They don't want people asking questions or getting out and attending the
no.
community council meetings and raising points, putting
Oh, that meeting was
questions
awesome.
out
It was
there.
so great to see these people stand up for themselves, and like the guy from the company, and his presentation was terrible. It was very condescending.
Oh,
You know,
he's trying to use pitch and persuade. Was he
it
was
might be it might be a poor and more uneducated community, but uneducated doesn't mean stupid. These
Was he
people
offering
aren't stupid.
jobs? It was jobs too.
He was off, but they weren't hit to it. He was like, it'll provide over 200 jobs. Yeah, temporarily to build it, and then only 20 jobs to maintain it. All of these data centers, that's what people don't get. You get jobs to build it, and then you may have your long-term jobs are about 20 jobs, and that's including lawn care and maintenance. But well, it's not including. They'll contract out for that, but each center only maintains about 20 jobs. For how many thousands of jobs does each center take away from people? That's the economics that people need to look at.
Run that last point past us again, and then we're going to get to a couple new people that have joined us here via the chat end of things out on Facebook or YouTube, and then cut away to
It's that
commercial break.
each center only provides about 20 jobs, but AI is taking jobs away from people by the thousands and making things more highly inefficient.
Do you know
Like
what's
they,
yeah? Do you know what's interesting?
and
I just
so
go ahead.
that's the math that people really need to consider
Correct. The bigger
when
picture.
not standing up. Inaction is an action they use for mask distraction.
You're talking about Wu Wei, weaponized
No, I'm
Wu
saying
Wei.
inaction
Yeah,
is an action
that's right.
they use to keep you in mask distraction.
How so?
Mask distraction. It's kind of like a thing of like, okay, there, oh, COVID, it's a distraction from this. It's, and they call people to inactivity because everyone's so programmed by the, you know, cognizant dissonance television
Yeah.
and normalcy bias that's become normal because no one stops someone from being R-worded on a train because they watched 4 hours of SVU the other night. And I'm not calling out, like murder television or whatever. So they're used to seeing it.
What's R word?
And
Or you
so
mean
there's
like REPED on the train? Or what? You're using
yeah, this
acronyms.
happened
I
in
don't quite.
Philadelphia. This guy took this girl and like stripped her clothes off, violently attacked her, and no one did anything. They stood around and people
What?
were filming, for
Oh
God's
my
sakes. I'm not,
God.
yeah,
That
like it's bad. People in America, it's like a fishbowl. These people are brainwashed to the
well, and
max.
that's
Like
how you allow evil to. That's how evil wins. Essentially,
inaction.
that's right. Yeah,
And I'm
it's
not talking about non-action in the Buddhist, in the spiritual sense. I'm talking about inaction.
where you should
And,
be acting like right action.
where
I'm
you
sure
should be acting.
the
Yes.
Buddha in that context would say neutralize, deal with this with the perpetrator who's doing this, the person who's
Right.
lost their mind, and he needs to be
To
detained, make a
stand
citizen's
for
arrest. So,
yeah.
anyways, look, we got
I
to
mean,
cut. We got to cut it. We'll come back to you after break, Tanya. So but we got a few more. Zane Ivy and Amos Dale 777. Good to see you on board here as well, along with everyone else. Of course, keep those comments coming. Zane has just left a link for us here to check out. So, uh, uh, we might actually. Zane left a comment here too. My personal opinion is that South Korea needs to decentralize industry, business, etc. Yeah, good luck. Ever seeing that happen with these corporate conglomerate chaebols? It's very fascistic here, folks. Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and so on and so
yeah, you have
forth.
your 13 families or what it is over there.
What's that?
Don't you have it's like 5 families or something
Oh
over
yeah,
there?
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Just like the five back in the day, the five mafias of the East Coast based Italian Cosa Nostra, I guess, mafias. So it's not much different actually. They just maintain a lower profile, than some might
More
expect.
corporate frontage.
Right? Yeah. It's just exactly.
They're more respectable about it, at least. I'll give them that.
Well, but once you start to either attack or threaten in any way their bottom line, that's where you become a threat, clearly. So, but at the same time, like they have to realize that they need to be not only accountable but responsible And if they're not, well, what do they expect? I mean, I guess they could try to kill as many people as they possibly could, and that's what it seems the technocrats via the techno kraken are out to accomplish. But um, because it is a war for humanity and its soul, light versus darkness, good versus evil. Although, and of course, Tanya, as you know, in the Buddhist sense, that's confusion, uh, waging war on clarity,
Right.
which,
Greed,
which
craving, all of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So, but and the thing is too, don't let me forget when we return after the break, the silver colloidal cult leader, Amy Carlson, out of
Oh
Col.
yeah.
My God, I'm on the second episode. This HBO special series, which of course, where else? How did I manage to access that content? But torrents, pirate torrents. What do you expect? So it'd be great if we could get Pirate Bay on board as a sponsor to the show. That's kind of a dream, a vision that I have here, and I haven't bothered to myself reach out or take any action on that front, but I think you'd be excellent. So I'd like to
Reach
talk
out
about
to
that a little
them.
bit. Just watched the second episode last night. Go ahead.
Reach out to them.
Well, somebody has to, and that's the thing is that's why we kind of rely on people here in our vicinity and relative orbit, whether you're coming on the show directly or not, to kind of get the links out there. Yes, but also try and help make connections, send people our way, and like for example, I don't know who did it exactly, but I got an invite recently to appear on a show where they seem to have heard that I've had some paranormal experience, that experiences that I can share with them that will interest their listeners. So I was thinking about it in the kitchen just yesterday as well too, as I was, you know, as most of us do, kind of puttering around, fixing coffee and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I'll try to deliver as best I can, including my family's, primarily, I guess my dad. My sister claims to forget, but this UFO kind of experiencer incident, which I've blogged, and people can find the link off of my man cave URL via the main WPRPN.com website. We've also got to, I've got to try and take care of this, Sonia, back up the website, and we don't want to get into it right now, but kind of jettison 30 gigs, I guess, of something or another that's on there, because of, we're not just, we don't have enough money right now to support, or that can justify our, having this incredible website, basically with all kinds of bells and whistles. If we were to, uh,
I recommend Squarespace. My
okay,
website is with
well,
Squarespace,
okay,
and
well, I tell you, maybe when Sonia's done with Christian, and Sonia, by the way, I was thinking, I'd like to, I know, I think we sent you gratuity in the past. I'd like to do that.
Mhm.
I believe we have. I'd like to do that again, and because I feel kind of foolish and cheap if I don't when somebody helps us out, and that's the way it works, folks. Pay it forward, man. And if we get more donations coming
Yeah.
via the public, and we can screenshot our PayPal for people if that's what they want, it's not a problem. But
It's not hard to get rid of, to delete some of that stuff. That should be
well,
no problem.
for me it is because I'm a techno retard, basically. So I'm
Right.
technologically challenged, shall we say? You're
Yeah.
just great at what you do, and everyone has. See,
Oh,
that's the
thank
thing.
you.
Oh
It's very
yeah.
sweet.
Oh well, and you're learning every day, as we all are, I guess, to some degree. But if everyone with this whole, what the vision is, really, everyone just brings their skills, their strengths together. We pull it. There's this great Sesame Street, actually, skit. You may remember, if you saw that back in the day, the King's Picnic, where everyone came and they brought watermelon, and then it's like, whoa, that's like, no, that's not the king. That's not how you do the King's Picnic. The next day, it's like, bring something different. You got to bring something different. So it's the next day, like everyone brought potato salad. And it's like, well, wait a minute. We've all got the same thing here. This isn't right. We don't all want potato salad. Let's mix it up a little bit. So why don't you bring what you're good at making, essentially? Or everyone's, brought something different and distinct that they were more familiar with, and that they could really put their heart and soul into. So that's really what we're hoping we can see more of here as time goes on, via people who engage us.
I could make a product or select a product in my store and like feature it, and if someone buys it, then give half of the money for that product to the show as a contribution to help things run.
Oh, I see what you're. That's cool. So you would become like a kind of a sponsor almost, really. But yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
sure.
it would be something small. I just like a couple of products, or we could just make
Hmm.
products, or I could, if you give
Right.
me, art or something, I could,
Yep.
make something.
Good. Good.
It's up to you. Or you could
Yep.
go in my, you could go in my Shopify and look around and tell me if you think something's cool,
Yeah.
and I could, kind of feature it.
Okay. We'll send you our link that Sonia has put together. Galactic Fire / pirate, I believe, is what it is, quite simply. So, and take it from there. BlackRock has significant influence finance on Korean corporations. Didn't know that, but you know what? Thank you for filling us in, Zane. Good old BlackRock, Korea. That's something our hopefully adult students will be interested in learning about. Palantir as well. They visited Peter Thiel, I guess, and all the other goofy guy. They were here handing out keychains and ball caps. Palantir just yucking it up with everybody.
You said
Pretty much.
Antichrist earlier. I don't believe in such, but if it were, it'd be Peter Thiel.
I'm sorry. What, you don't believe in what?
Said I don't believe in Antichrist that you mentioned earlier, but
Oh,
if I
I
did, if I
see.
had to take a good
Mm,
guess, it'd be Peter Thiel
yeah.
all the way.
Well, but he's not Jewish, is he? House of David. So it's just the way it's supposed to all play out. And let's not forget, where Jared Kushner lives. The street address on Madison
Right.
Avenue. Do you know what it is?
Oh, 666 Madison Avenue or something like that.
666. Like, it's just having a little fun, a little kind of wink and a nudge.
Yeah,
For
this prophecy they've been engineering
Well,
for a
of
while
course,
to keep
it's
everyone.
all, yeah. Think tanks, steering committees, like NGOs, the nonprofit societies, all working together, hand in glove, and that's the way they make the world go round. It's land based, says Zane Ivy here, South Korea. That is small enough to make it work. No need to clump up in Seoul, Busan, Gwangju, and Incheon. So decentralized Korea with industry and business. That was something I think that No Hyun was working to promote with granting, like we have provinces here currently, but transforming things into states, the different kind of like mini state formatted regions here, I guess, is like the Minju Tang, the Democratic Party, the ruling party currently. I'm not sure if that ambition or goal has been put on hold as of late or not, but something worth noting. And sure, I think because he wanted to relocate the capital and a few other things as well. Let's not forget this is the same former president of South Korea, No Hyun, who mysteriously was said to have jumped to his death off of a cliff while out hiking with his bodyguard. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. One early morning, probably at least now 10 years ago, 12 or more even possibly. So no, I'm really I just very much doubt, as do a lot of people, as to whether it's actually suicide. And there's quite a story to that whole thing. The way his the details of claims regarding what occurred at that time, that fateful morning, the bodyguard just seemed to, you know, he seemed to change his story multiple times, basically, along with a suicide note being typed out, and then the timestamp was like after he had allegedly died. So it gets darker and goes deeper even than that. So we'll leave it there for now. Interesting though how the world media all in unison reported that it was a suicide, no questions asked. Not a single question asked. Although a lot of, once again, Korean people here themselves are very, they're skeptical and as to whether he killed himself. So, anyways, but we do have to cut away to commercial break here momentarily, and hoping everyone is uh, able to get something out of the conversation, bring something to what we're laying out here this week. We heard from Roger Hansen during the first half of the show. He's headed off to bed now. I guess it's getting late out there in Illinois. Perhaps a long day for Roger. Uh, we're gonna switch things over here. Bring Jitsi actually up on another browser. So let's see how this goes. If we're able to transition things smoothly following the commercial break. In the meantime, yes, thank you to Sonia Galactic and Squeaky. We see Squeaky on camera. It's like, oh, we have to bring her Squeaky on board. Oh, we can kick people out too. Are you kidding? Jeez, we have the power. So how about that? Let's switch this over here to bring her on camera. No, it's not gonna. Oh, it's weird. Try to get myself on camera as well. Just a few technical things to smooth out though. Before we do that, there's Squeaky and Sonia. Oh, what a beautiful kitty! So lovely. I'm glad that. How's his teeth? How are his teeth doing, by the way, Sonia? Have you managed to take care of that?
They're getting better actually. His gums are getting much better.
He
Yeah.
looks comfortable. Oh,
He's
he.
just being a brat now. He's got fleas now.
Oh,
Texas,
okay. Hey, listen.
So
Did
he
did
he
did
does
you?
not like that.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. I wonder if that's what
Uh,
our cat here, Danny, who looks very similar. Look, almost like they could be twins. They got. Oh, hey, Squeaky. Hi. Meow.
yeah, he says hi.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good boy.
He's being a brat. He actually bit me. That's why
Oh
I have this
no.
bandage on my hand right now.
Do
Earlier,
have you not seen Jackson Galaxy and My Cat from Hell?
I have.
Like
I certainly have.
he's
Yep, that's
so
right.
so good with the tips that
He
he
is.
provides people
Yep.
with cat owners how to deal with them and work with them. And also maybe it's something we can get into when we return from break, but the Sumer angle, which I've been looking for a long time, because this, I believe, this dovetails nicely with the Egyptian lore. And was it Baphet? What was the name of the god, the cat god? Basset?
Baff.
People can look that up.
Baff.
Not
Oh. Oh.
Baphomet.
I do not
But
know,
anyways,
actually.
there's something to this with the cats when they see things that we look and we, it's like, what do they what do they, what do they see that we don't? There's something to that, and there's a reason. Even scientists themselves say they're kind of perplexed and confused how cats ended up here. It's almost like they were just dropped from out of nowhere onto the planet.
I would not be surprised.
We're multiple. Was it would be plentiful and multiply or something like that? As the Bible, Old Testament says we were supposed to do, I guess, back in the day. So, uh not the exact quote from Old Testament scripture, but there we go. There's another song. I'm not sure if this is my key or not. Help Me Make It Through the Night, Christofferson. Like busking. I've been doing some busking, and it's just another one, a nice little kind of well known, even here in Korea, the folks that are in their 50s, largely, 40s, 50s, 60s. That they, I think it's in all the singing rooms, norebangs, So that's a box song, as I like to say. It's in the box. It's part of the programming. But okay, we're going to cut away to break here, and thank you to everyone once again. I think we've overshot things a little more than what we'd wanted to, but maybe another half hour or so, and we'll see where things go from here. Now, and Amos Dale 777, Alan, we've got things going for us all right up on our other monitor here, the Linux machine, which is back up and running, thank God. So we're not sure why you're having any issues over there, but just do what you can in, just maybe refresh your browser and see how that goes. In the meantime, let's take a look at what we got here as far as Red Dragon Herbs and Teas and the CannaSense Cannabis Collective. Remember that with any order of $25 or more, and you will receive free shipping. Or rather, I'm sorry, it's 10% discount. Let's get this straight. It's been a while, hasn't it? So 10% discount on any order of $25 or more, courtesy of Red Dragon Herbs and Teas. Meanwhile, via the CannaSense Cannabis Collective, end of things, 5813 is our referral link number. Take note of that. We'll be back here in just a flash, folks. Don't take your hand off that computer mouse or radio dial.
Medical cannabis is now legal by telemedicine. Get the medicine you need by getting reviewed for a medical cannabis card. Contactless appointments available at cannasense.com. For as low as $39, you can get reviewed for a medical cannabis card. That's cannasense.com for a licensed medical cannabis doctor review. Cannasense.com has all the information you need to get connected with a doctor for a $39 medical cannabis appointment. CANNASENSE.com. CannaSense is common sense.
Catering exclusively to the Des Moines, Iowa area and beyond, Red Dragon Herbs and Teas is a small, family-owned business dedicated to the creation of only the finest quality artisan herbal tea blends. Drawing upon many of the world's most richly established customs and traditions, Red Dragon Herbs' mission is about more than just getting their products out to the market. They also strive to help educate their customers on the wider benefits, history, and folklore of all their plants. Of course, any seasoned pirate knows when they're fixin' to tango with the Kraken, you best be powered up with at least one of the finest select quality premium items freely offered via Red Dragon Herbs and Teas wide inventory. Choosing from any of their caffeine-free, headache relief, or rest and relaxation blends, history has proven their products among the best sources of scurvy prevention and vitamin supplementation. Red Dragon Herbs and Teas, bringing you guaranteed homegrown health relief.
Wow, we're back with a little dead air there. Apologies, folks, but I was out in the kitchen grabbing a bit of a bite to eat during the break, of course. This is, just as a reminder, show segment number 348 of World Pirate Radio News. I'm myself, your host, as always, Robin Hood's Chief Communications Officer Jaffe Ryder. We've got Sonia and Tanya, the terrible twosome, I guess. One way of putting things. Probably come up with a better little catchphrase than that. But the titillating twosome? That might work. I don't know. Something or another. So,
Maybe terrific twosome.
The terrific twosome. That's more polite, I guess, and tame.
It makes more sense too because we're pretty terrific as opposed to the other.
Actually, no. Another thing too is we could every week, every time we do this, at least we could. And there's a lot of adjectives that start with T.
There are.
We could have a lot of fun.
Yeah, Sonia's awesome.
So, all right. Hey, the Knicks and the Spurs. Yeah. Speaking of, rigged, fixed, to some extent, to a large extent, yes. But then again, there are certain. I got no doubt about it whatsoever. In fact, that's one of the shows that we've been wanting to do for a long time, is dealing with that very subject. There's a book or two out there covering that whole subject. So I don't pay much attention to professional sports these days, frankly. Although the Hulk Hogan, there's a Hulk Hogan, is it called Real Americans? A 4-part series. Found that quite interesting. And I'm a fan of that era of professional wrestling, because that's when I grew up. Essentially, that's when I was a teenager, and it was Randy the Macho Man Savage, Roddy Piper. His grandmother lived right close to where we were located there, up in the north central British Columbia. So that was a big deal for us. So many other great.
You can't forget Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm gonna duck out of here. Hang on. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna duck out of here and see if I can pop up in another browser. This might not even affect the two of you, but stand by in case there's any technical chaos that we see taking place. So just bear with us, folks. Just a quick little, hopefully seamless and painless as possible transition. And the reason we're doing this is so that we've got actually a chance to bring our. Oh, here we go. Select window or screen. Yeah, window or screen. Mute website allow. Gosh. Oh, are we gonna want to do that? Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll do that. So just with the sharing options, basically, is what we're looking at there, with our camera in particular. So thumbs up there, Sonia, if you've got. I see what this is doing. It's fine. Thumbs up there, Sonia, if you can. Oops. Thumbs up there, Sonia, if you can hear from us now via this end. Presumably you can. With the screen share on. Oh, she's disappeared off the camera. But anyways, we're trying to get the switching over to Firefox so we can see what the status is with our camera, if it's actually working or not. Might kick in here in just a moment or two. No. All right, bear with us, folks. No, we got Sonia's back on board. I just have to duck into settings. See, it doesn't allow this on Google, Chrome Google, for some reason. Don't know why that is. But anyways, just got to configure and bring on board the virtual background. That's what Chrome was not helping out with, unfortunately. This is taking a little while to load. Sonia, can you hear me?
Your audio is super muffled right now.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, I can, but your audio is very muffled right now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what
Mm-hmm.
that is. Let's see.
Yep.
Let's. Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. Let's. Okay. I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Hang on. Hang on. There,
Hanging.
there we go. Stand by. 1 2 1 2. How's that? Better?
Not much.
What?
It's the same.
You got to be kidding.
Yeah, I don't have the robot voice, but I have very muffled voice. So
Tanya, maybe
I don't know
she stepped
what
away
that's
to the
about. But
washroom. You sound you're coming through really just perfectamundo. So why don't you? Oh shit! Why didn't it change over? Bloody hell! Come on. It didn't switch over. Well, it was supposed to, but it didn't. Like you click on. No. See, it failed to apply background effect. Why did I even bother? See what's going on here?
Oh, that's better.
Okay, now it's kicking in.
You're good now.
Okay, good. Okay,
You're good now.
Okay, and probably in the playback we'll hear that as well too, where the audio was really lousy, basically. So, okay, so let's keep this segment. We'll keep it a little more minimalistic and to the point. We're going to kind of steer our way back around into Skullport Harbor and wind things down. Look, hey, we've got Pirate Larry Jr. coming on board here this weekend. Can you believe it? I think you know who that guy is, don't you, Sonia?
What?
You
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah. He's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, it might be.
What do you mean?
Are you talking about the one guy?
No, Pirate Larry Jr.
I'm not sure which guy.
This is weird. You know what I'm going to do?
Sure.
Screw it. I'm going to head back. You know what? To hell with it. Okay, stand by. Here we go. We got to do this again. We're heading back to where we were earlier. Firefox seems to be a little more demanding in some ways. Maybe we can configure this before we head in. That would be the best way to go. We got the mic is looking good. The camera looks fine, basically. Okay. Just need to get this virtual background in place. And yeah, there we go. And I guess we could try to mirror it, presumably. And it'll, or rather, oh shit. What the hell did that? Why did it do that? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding. We got kicked out of our own Jitsi room? That doesn't make any sense. Oh man. These Bush League amateur live streams, I tell you, this is one more reason why, it'd be great to have a technical producer on board. So, configuring devices. Devices are working properly. Let's just join the meeting. Good. Everything looking fine, basically. We might have to flip around the
like
background.
A vibe. Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming
All
in
right.
clear.
Much better.
Oh, the audio's coming through well, and okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. And you can see the background we got there as well too.
So you're talking about Larry Ashley Jr.
No, Pirate Larry's back from the dead. It's like one of these near-death experience things where we thought like he's returned from this long-term state and been resurrected, almost like in an AI form. We're not really sure. We're going to work that out over the course of the conversation.
So you're not talking about Larry Ashley.
No, this is the original Pirate Larry who rumor had it had passed away.
This guy's a pirate too. And he's actually Larry Jr. So
I know. I'm joking. This is actually this is
that's what I thought.
Larry Jr. Because
you really got to work on your jokes, Jaffe. Your jokes are really like lacking a lot
lame.
of.
It
like,
wasn't really. It
humor.
wasn't a joke so much as it was. I was just trying to bullshit you. It's like, just pull the wool over, hoodwink. You see how gullible you were. See, I do this with my
So this
wife.
is the guy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She
This is the guy that I hooked you up with recently, right? The same Larry guy, right?
right.
The pirate guy. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's awesome.
So I
I'm
don't know what's.
super happy about that.
Oh, why is this not? The camera's not working. That is weird. Let's try this again. Maybe it's not plugged in properly. All right. So, anyways, what do we got to cover here before we? And we'll be back. We will be unable to access the camera. That's interesting. Okay. So the camera's got issues. Not going to be able to see me this week, folks. Isn't that just
interesting?
Just terrible. So it's you can't sometimes get can't always get what you want. Sometimes you find you
That's
get
right, Jeff.
just what you need. Okay, what would you like to cover in the final half-hour stretch, 20 minutes maybe tops we got left? Just reminding people that Pirate Larry Jr. he is scheduled to join us here Saturday
Have we
night.
gone down the list of topics that you sent me?
Yeah.
Have we covered each one?
Just pick anything you want, really, or anything
Do you
else.
have that in front of you? I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah. Let me just see if I can. I'm going to give this one more shot with the video. Oh, maybe I could try a different camera. Oh, maybe that's the issue. Duh.
I'm asking Larry about what's going on right now.
The web camera. Stand by. No. Hang on a second. Okay, we got the web camera. Got the third one. All right. Yeah, you don't have that? You didn't save that?
No, I do. It's just well, I'd have to move my thing around to let me see if it's even open. I need to open that file.
The OBS camera. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Come on now. No. It's not going to work either. Oh, well. Yeah. Just.
Oh, Ultra Zionist Barry Weiss put in charge of CNN.
There we go. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, and then we discussed already U.S. troops in Israel, Gabbard exposing 40 plus U.S. funded biolabs, as well as tick boxes appearing around the USA. We have not covered that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
The good old tick boxes.
I really have a mind to think that is true. I have to wonder if I weren't a sort of a recipient of that. I developed defensive allergies over the last several years to beef, pork, dairy, wheat, soy, peanuts, bananas, and it's all been this and basically any propylene glycol, formaldehyde, just all kinds, basically everything. And I did get a tick bite going through the woods on Dolphin Island at one point. And just the way it lines up, I do think that they are. I mean, with cannot think of the name of the island, but it was off the coast of Michigan, I think. They were experimenting with ticks and Lyme disease, and then they released that into. So I mean, why aren't there tick boxes? They've done it openly before. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's open forum.
Exactly.
What are your thoughts, Jaffe?
I'm chowing down on a cookie right now, so I look like a fat squirrel.
You're good, Boone. Sonia, what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was all kinds of boxes going on with all kinds of different insects for sure, because fleas are something else.
Well, do you know that
Out here at least.
love bugs were actually a creation of Florida State University in their biotech?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
think
not
about it.
surprised.
You think about it, okay? Everything in nature serves a purpose to balance something. Love
Right.
bugs, they're born, they procreate, they die. That's literally it. They don't really, you know what I'm saying? They don't do anything to go with the Tao that is nature. They don't
Mhm.
fit in with a purpose. They
Except for
don't
mess
contribute.
it up, maybe.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that. I'm sure that they're trying to disrupt nature as much as possible with
Yeah,
acts like that for sure.
they want us
Mhm.
dependent on their lab meat, whatever else.
Which is I don't even eat meat anymore. I mean, I
haven't
was
eaten meat
vegetarian for
years.
years.
Most of the
Moved
time.
out here, started eating meat, and I started getting all kinds of different like ailments from the meat thing.
Well,
So
you
I
used.
quit eating meat.
Yeah. You both used
Yeah.
to eat a lot of meat. Just that you're not hooked up anymore. You're single.
What does that have to do with anything? What the heck?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And how do you know?
Sorry,
Okay.
that's a Captain Sinclair. Captain Sinclair. Hey, I had nothing to do with that. So, Captain Sinclair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's
There we
mutiny
go.
time.
Maybe that's why exactly why you're divorced. You stopped eating meat. You wouldn't eat as much meat as your husband.
You know what,
hoped you
Jeff?
would.
You need to go out
Got to
on
keep
the
working on those
range
jokes,
yourself.
Sonia. Got to keep working. Brush it up.
Yeah,
Brush
you
it.
gotta do a little bit of
Yeah.
research or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, and the puns are
You know?
terrible too, of
Oh,
course.
homie.
But yeah, don't take
Puns are great.
Don't
Puns are
take it
great,
personally. It's
but
nothing
the
personal.
jokes are,
Oh no. It's like you can make gay
I
jokes.
really don't eat meat, so there's that.
Yeah.
I think I
Well, you're leaving yourself wide open to a bad kind of joke, a punchline. Hey, you're the martial
Whatever.
artist.
Whatever.
Come on, you're the
Tube
martial
steak
artist.
is the only meat. We
Or
already
a
have this
tube
joke
steak?
going
You
around
say
here
tube
where
steak?
I'm at.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, that's like, I mean,
Good
come
old
on. I
fat
live with
sausage
bikers,
tube
okay?
steak, eh,
So I've
Sonia?
gotten the joke
Yum
like
yum.
15 times already.
How many
I mean,
times?
come on.
But I don't know.
At least
Bikers
15.
are like some of the best people on the planet.
They are for sure.
Like when I lived on Dolphin Island as a teenager, and my stepdad was really into like building motorcycles, racing them. But all the bikers that would come down for bike week, like a bunch of them, my mom knew a bunch of, and they would just like stay in our house. And I mean, me being a 16-year-old girl at the time, that was, I guess, by standards considered to be very pretty by what other people said.
Sure.
None of those guys ever made me feel unsafe. They were all like, and I was, having been, sexualized too early on. It was really it gave me a perspective that I, needed to have to see the world fully.
Oh God,
Like carry on.
men. It's like because you feel your way of looking at men then becomes it. Test one. Hold on. We bleeding through there. Test one. Hello. Test one. Okay.
Could have
Yeah.
been really ugly, and so
Yeah. It's
men,
terrible.
like, because of them, I saw like a respectful and honorable side.
I once
Like those guys would not
right.
stand idly by and let a woman be disrespected. They would step in and like uncles
That's
in
right.
the house.
Right.
They're actually men. They have some balls about themselves.
Yeah, they are men. Exactly.
Yeah. Some meaty
That's right.
balls. Meaty balls. It's just so
Well, you can't just sit around watching stuff. You gotta enforce and act, kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, like that. That what she was talking about.
When you need to be involved.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Einstein said The world will not be undone by evil men, but by those who sit by and do nothing.
That's right. That's right.
So I was just reading
Yep,
that the other
they're
day.
taking them out with the fucking soy and everything else, you know.
You just drop an
Taking out
F-bomb? You just drop
the
an F-bomb?
actual testosterones. You were talking stuff earlier
I never
too,
dropped an
Jeff,
F, but you got your one complimentary F-bomb. I'm not sure, Tanya, if you
maybe
know
it
that or
wasn't an
not.
F, but
Uh-oh.
it was a low.
Any
It was out of the blue,
here's
kind of
Tanya.
like,
Here's the policy. Anything more than the one complimentary F-bomb, and he gets 10 doubloons to the pirate community potty jar, basically the kitty.
Did I say F-bomb?
No, I don't think so. Maybe no, not too many. Not too
Okay,
many.
standard
that could
warning.
happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with Jaffe. You know?
Let me
And
tell you
that's kind of a
something.
thing, right? 'Cause-
Let me tell you something though. This is interesting because speaking of look, we this woman
Say it.
took me home one night from a bar, and there was nothing. We knew it was just so that I could have a place to crash at, basically, right? I mean, I trust me. There have been other nights where I was taken home for other reasons, and that was all right too. But this was, right from the get go, with the understanding was that she's just helping me out. It's like, okay, and she was really, you could tell like she was really scarred and kind of damaged, and I was just trying to connect with her and and when we got to her place, she's like, okay, now no funny stuff now, she said. And it was interesting, we walked in and she had this, because she had this like shrine, Tibetan Buddhist shrine with the Dalai Lama and different just the way people set their shrines up, basically. And it really kind of it just kind of left me with a positive impression. The samskara impact, if you get what I'm
Right.
saying there, the scar, which is
Yeah.
a good scar, the impression, and it's like, whoa, man, this is so cool. And of course I'm not going to do anything untowardly. And the thing is, what she'd been struggling with, drugs and alcohol. In the morning she got up, she got dressed, she got herself made up and put some decent clothes on, and she's like, I'm going out to look for a job today. And I like to think, I don't know where she is now. I hope. And she had guys that had tried to, I guess, maybe even like kill her in the past, that were part of, like, bad uncles, you might say, that were
Yeah.
part of her orbit or what have you. And I was kind of like,
Yeah.
she was taking me just to have that place to crash at that one night. This is down in the Kootenay region of southeast BC. I was on the road traveling, but performing and that sort of thing. So nothing happened though, in the sense of none of the bad uncles coming around either. I was a little bit freaked out and on edge, thinking, oh shit, what are we gonna have to deal with here? So, but it was cool, and it was really positive what came out of that. And I was really, I don't know, just it really, I hope she's doing okay, but it's tough. I sometimes watch the intervention shows or the drug addiction documentaries, and the people that are just in the depths of hell, basically, of addiction, and so a lot of times they don't make it out, but there's other times where they do, by God. And how it is exactly it
Yeah.
comes about is anyone's guess, but um it's just, family interventions or just
An
what have
assertion
you.
of will is what
Yeah,
I would
well,
say.
that's how I stopped smoking. You have to, you have, it has
There
to
you
be
go.
your will,
It's like a
the
choice.
power. And that's against the forces of darkness, confusion. Let me just transition, if
Yeah.
we could, before we wrap up here, to the silver colloidal lady, Amy Carlson, and this Love Has Won, I think was their cult name. And yeah, I think we can say cult quite easily. This is a cult that we have here, by the way. It's part of a culture, right? Online live streaming, uh, social media culture. So, but it's not like there's guns being held to people's heads, or we're demanding money, or anyone's even sending us
Have you
anything.
looked at the bite model of what a cult is?
It's a verb,
It's like
actually. It's a
yeah,
verb.
it's outside control. It has like levels of control regarding the group, but Usually a
Uh-huh.
cult has like one particular leader or teacher
Right.
that people do not question. If you
Mm-hmm.
question what they say, there's consequence.
Yeah.
They usually will try to isolate you from
which is
your
BS.
Your family. They control money. Money. That was a big thing too. I noticed with this
yeah, they
the
control
money.
your finances.
They all became
Yeah.
anorexic, these people. It was terrible. They all became anorexic.
I, I I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it. IBLP, someone left the IBLP group, and this girl weighed like 90 pounds. It was horrific.
What does that? Okay, you and your acronyms, Tanya. You're funny.
IBLP, it's some kind of fundamentalist Christian cult. Go figure.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I think it's an evangelical like prosperity
Oh
gospel sort of
jeez.
thing.
Oh god. Greed
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Mm.
yeah. Do you know the? Do you know?
If you're not rich, God doesn't love you. If you're not rich, you're a sinning piece of shit. No.
Well, you're doing something wrong. That's right. Yeah. Why aren't? Yeah. Just
Right?
follow what we tell you, and you're not working hard enough or
Mm.
something. So, God has me thinking about like Crowley and the Plymouth Brethren for some reason, and what he came out of his environment there, and how that impacted him. But I was watching a little bit of that recently with this Richard Spence, Dr. Richard Spence, who I'd love to get on the show. Been following his work. Got a few of his books here now, on the ship's library, and for a number of years, very interested in his work and his research. So, but anyways, hey, it's been a real blast having the two of you and Roger join us here in the real live chat end of things. And of course, is there anything more that you can see taking place out there via the interwebs as far as YouTube and Facebook is concerned? And yeah, we got to get our act going, like spread our wings a little more, especially given the fact that D Live recently called it a day. They closed shop. Who knows what that was all about? It's a little kind of dodgy, I think, as far as the data mining
On my
and
website, Daffy, I have a section for like personal works, like for my publications. And I was going to ask you, is it cool if I link one of our shows on the website, and that'll link people to your channel? Like if they click on that page, it'll bring them to your channel, which
yeah, well, like
might
that,
hopefully
yeah,
bring them
yeah. Well,
to your
and yeah. See, we got to give you
channel.
permissions. Uh-oh, check 1 1 2. Where are we hearing that noise? Hello. Okay. Yeah, in fact, get you to link off of WPRPN.com and affiliates or friends or wherever it is that you like. We're really not. See, that's why we're on the. We're looking for like a social media manager, someone who we can not exactly hand the keys to the kingdom, but at least they can help out with social media promotion, because we're not doing
Would be a
anything.
wonderful fit. That's what she does, but like she unfortunately really can't work for free
I know.
at
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
Nor can
and that's just kind
I.
of where,
We almost do work for free
right?
here with the money we're making too. It's pretty lousy, both in the ESL, English as a second language field, and then street performance. The wife out there doing her thing too. So it's tough slogging. We almost, well, I like a lot of people. The scamdemic was utterly horrific. Just the impact, the toll it had on humanity as a whole. And they're planning
It's
something
horrific.
similar.
Yeah.
They got
I
something more
mean,
coming
literally, I've
soon.
watched every item in the store. Like, I go to the store to shop for groceries, try to do like once a week, but then you get little incidentals that you run out of, right? And for the last 3 weeks, every item in the store that I purchased went up in between $1 and $4 every other week for
Wow.
about the last 6 months.
What kind of percentage are we talking there?
We're talking like say 10 like an $8 or okay, we'll take a case of water.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't buy
6
it.
weeks ago this case of water was $5.95.
You know, boil your water.
About 3 months ago, it went up like spring water, like a case of bottled
Who
water.
who's
Um,
got the monitor coming through there? Is that you, Tanya? I can hear myself a fuzzy sound with the monitors. Like it's a feedback loop, and I think it's probably
I don't
Tanya.
know.
Can you turn it down? I think it's probably you because Sonya's got
Is
the
that better?
check one. Well, maybe it was just like, yeah. If you were listening to me, if you turn it down, there you go. That'll probably be better. Give it a shot. Yeah. Well, why do you even buy water? You know, the most of that stuff is crap. Like, not what is it? Evian? You spell it backwards. You know, it's
No,
naive, right?
I know. Well, I get them. I get them for the dojo sometimes. I try to bring water from my well at home,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I will have them for like clients if I run out of water. It's just, and plus we have hurricanes, so you do want to have some water on hand.
Yes.
Um, because when your power goes out, and if it's out for a couple of days, for me, if my power goes out, I can't use my well.
Wow. Oh, because you have a
So,
pump, an electric pump or something?
right, right.
What kind of
So, it's something.
well is it? Like artesian, or like you said, like natural spring, or what kind of is it? Just how does it? What kind of land are you on?
There are a lot of underground springs in this
Sure,
area, so
sure.
there's a spring in my backyard that'll bubble up sometimes.
Oh,
Um, but sometimes it is necessary to get them, and they have them at the temple, and so if you pick up a case and bring it to them or whatever. But just noticing the price of things, like just taking that as an example, because it's something that I can think of that I saw that stuck
sure.
out. Like I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
It was then $6.95, and then another like 2 weeks later or something. Now it's $7.95.
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're finding the same thing here with a lot of the
I
items
mean,
as
literally,
well.
I watched every item in the store per item thing. Like, toilet paper hasn't really gone
Uh
up.
huh.
Um,
Eggs.
but oh my gosh, mangoes at the fruit stand the other day, they were $3 a piece.
What for a single mango is $3?
One mango in the store anywhere around
Okay.
in America
Yeah.
is gonna run
Yeah.
you in between
Yeah. It's such
$1.50 and $3
it's such
for
That's
bullshit
mango.
too. You
retarded.
know, the way that they're gaming the monetary system with the interest and then the devaluation of the currency. You know, so that our wages are not only are we taxed, but and then the wages are stagnating. That they're not rising
But I
in
mean,
that they're the devaluation of the currency. So it's you don't there's the
combining
buy
with the brainwashing of the
purchasing power.
people and the fact that people won't like go 2 streets over to go to a fruit stand. Luckily, I have a fruit stand that's basically on my way home from work, and it's like really great fruit from. I took one of my son's friends with me there the other day. He was a teenage boy, is like young, and so he's seen the grocery store, but no, and he was like, this fruit looks different than the Walmart fruit. I was like, because it is. This comes from a farmer that's not you know. And but I can go to the fruit stand and get like I got so much food for like $40.
Oh, like local
You
like a
know.
farmer's market.
Yep.
Yeah, like we have fruit stands, like
Mm-hmm.
large fruit stands.
Oh,
This one is this one guy's farm, but he has stuff from other farms. Like you can find local honey or um different meats if you're into that sometimes. Like I think yeah, yeah. So it's a lot better.
Yeah.
all right. So
Safer.
okay, we'll definitely keep an eye on that and be sure. I'm not sure about next week, but like once every 2 weeks is what I would like to do as far as the news is concerned, and feature guest interviews, kind of stagger one off the next, so that essentially we're doing news one week and then a featured show the next. And the reason we're dialing things down a little bit is twofold, really, so that I can have more time with. I mean, I had to rush here just to be on time to get the show going at noon in Korea, and I'm keeping pretty busy
Well,
in the real world.
I'm willing to put in, effort and time and speak with you anytime.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Appreciate it. Well, welcome to the crew.
Any-
Yeah, good stuff. We got to come up with
Anything I
a
can do that.
ship's monk, I guess. We'll
Huh?
call this the ship's monk. Like we have like ship's gunner and first mate, second mate, all that kind of good stuff. Ship's doctor.
Yes, the spiritual section.
The chaplain.
We already have.
There you
We
go.
have a
The
Christian
spiritual
chaplain.
section.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you should wait. Hopefully, you get a chance to meet Yvonne. He's out of Vancouver. In fact, I was wanting to introduce him to our recent guest that we had on board, Scott D. Smith, along with have him meet Robert Morningstar, Scott Smith, the Jungian writer that is. So, but Harpo is interesting. I knew Yvonne while he was here in Korea, and he repatriated a number of years ago with his wife. But they're essentially in the Lower Mainland, Vancouver region, and he's a Christian kind of, I don't know if it's interfaith necessarily, but sort of beer drinking Baptist. You got a few of those where
Like
you are, I guess.
non-denominational.
Yeah, like anything goes as well too. Very.
This theme, if I can find it, to give. It's like the young edgy preacher starter pack, and it's like it shows the guy with the cool haircut and like I don't know, like a cool watch and like a gaming system and a Bible.
That could be him. Yeah. He's crazy about me. He's crazy.
It was like the edgy preacher haircut. It was just, I love the starter pack memes. I think they're great.
I've never seen that one.
I think we take themselves seriously.
Hey, send that to us. I'd like to see that one. That sounds cool.
If I can find it, I will in my 6,000 meme collection.
Exactly. No kidding. That's right. Hey, so let's hear your contact information details one more time. We'll flip things back over so that people can actually see you on camera here. And let us know then, because I think we forgot to do that last time we spoke. Actually, it's just as we're
yeah, we did,
calling it a day. I mean, your contact information was left in the show description of things. Obviously, you may have noted that,
right?
But we did forget. But let's hear it now, if we could. And we got your T-shirts out there too, don't we?
I could be contacted at vidalilotus@gmail.com.
Dolly Lotus.
My website is,
oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah. www.integritywellnessanddefense.com. YouTube channel is Eightfold Wellness. Instagram is Bella Sundry's Wellness Studio, as well as Integrity Wellness and Defense, which is the shell to bring together Integrity Defense Academy and Bella Sundry's. Yeah, and I can be found on Facebook under Vidali Lotus. So.
That is.
If you Google Tanya bin Mansour, it'll come up.
Yeah, right.
You can find my book on Amazon. So.
What is the name of the book? I seem to have escaped me.
An Eightfold Yoga teaching and practice program.
Okay, and how did you come up with that? What inspired you to put the book together, and how is it different from other yoga programs?
Well, it's really strictly with Patanjali. Patanjali. It seems as the Yoga Sutras, like he was looking at the teachings of Buddha, and he's like, how can I put this in the body? It seems like he took all of the fluff out of yoga, and itemized it into the Vedic that is good for the mind, body, and spirit, in essence.
Eightfold.
But not so much emphasis on the spirit and the 8 limbs of yoga. so correspond with the Eightfold Path.
That's right. Yeah, that's
And
interesting.
so my thesis for yoga school was that we had to write
Here,
8
Danny.
60-minute flows. And by write them, I mean all of the technical language, like stand with your feet hip width apart, you know, lift your arms up, breathing deeply in, leaning back, exhaling. Like you have to write all of that. And so I was like, you know, people want to over theme yoga, and I don't really support that, but you know, it is, how can we, you know, sort of keep it in line with a theme of practicum? So I was thinking if it's 8 flows, then I could write a flow for each chakra and then a flow for balancing the middle. And so I was like, I'll turn the I just had the idea. I was like, maybe because I look for source material, even though I really like writing my own yoga. I know some teachers write their yoga, some teachers enjoy looking for source material. So I was like, maybe others could benefit from these flows. And so I took some dietary stuff that I highly advocate and other practices for balance, and a guided meditation that I wrote and made it into a book so that others can maybe have something to work with as well, some tools.
Was it
Sweet.
Pantanjali? Did he
Awesome.
thank you. Was he a student at Naropa at any time, do you know? Well, am I saying Naropa,
Patanjali,
or do I mean Nalanda? No, I mean Naropa. Why am I getting confused? The
it was back in like the 1500s, I
Oh,
believe, in the
1500. Oh,
or
so
17.
is it no, it had to be Nalanda University. What am I saying? Naropa's in Boulder, Colorado. That was Chogyam Trungpa. That was his thing. So
Yeah, no, this is far older than this.
yeah, no, I guess, and Naropa and Boulder's like really. That. Speaking of David Wilcock, I think maybe we alluded to him. Sonia did in the pre-interview as well, just the audio tech check
Yep.
end of things. So,
For sure. Of
but
course.
that was a
How could I
different.
not?
He struggled there in many ways, I guess, and I don't know if he was. Hey, if you can talk to Coley, by the way, we tagged her. We tried to get her attention, but she hasn't responded or got back to us, and I'm wondering if maybe that's because
Yeah.
of that ding dong who
Yeah.
just
It probably has something to do with Ding Dong for
well,
sure.
I'll tell you what, and then Preston
And
Dennett. See
yeah,
this,
but
see.
also she's very busy
All
doing
right.
like her
Well,
new
okay.
launch of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is called
you know,
poisoning the
yeah.
well.
But
That's
Ding Dong definitely
well. Are you familiar?
probably has something to do with it. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the term poisoning the well?
Yeah.
Do you know what
Well,
that
yeah.
means, Tanya? Bring your camera down, Tanya, a little bit. I know you got it's like a funky new angle, but yeah, down, baby,
Funky.
down.
I like
Poisoning
the funky.
well, yeah.
She wants to have that half crescent moon in there with the spear for some reason. You need a chair.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. But
Doing that.
don't worry.
She has a
Next time,
lovely video fucking setup. So
gotta
I don't
get it
know what
centered.
you're
It's
talking about.
just a little bit. She could do what she wants, obviously, but I'm just saying, like,
No,
centered.
hold
It's
on,
like
I can't see
it's like Roger with his levels. You're Sonia. You're
okay,
perfect
so
there.
you want it turned like that. Is that better?
No, bring it down, man. I want you to
That's
bring
very
it
good.
down. No, Sonia, stay out of this. Bring it down, down, all the way down. I hope you have underwear on, don't you? Is that
Oh
what
my
you're afraid?
gosh, Jeff.
I don't.
Me?
I don't.
Oh my, yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Okay.
That's why you're not on camera. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, something like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go.
It may fall
boy.
here. I don't know if it will stay here.
That's a little better. That's about a 7, I guess. I'll say a 7. Okay, I know I'm being a little bit anal,
Oh my
or
gosh.
whatever. But so where were we? Nalanda, Naropa, and and our friend out of our monk friend out of Sri Lanka, Brian Rue. Let's not forget about him. Like I tried to get his attention too. And I know I'm jumping all over, but follow me here, Sonia. Preston Dennett.
I sent
Poisoning
the
the
Sri Lankan
well.
monk. I sent him.
That's what I do.
Okay, poisoning the well. Sorry for the little monkey mind kind of diatribe there, whatever, Tanya. But back to the point: poisoning the well, right? It's a
You're getting a grip.
well.
She's flipping.
Well, who's getting the grip?
Yep.
You'd like to get a grip.
She's getting a grip on the
No.
situation
No.
by
No, Sonia.
honing her skills.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
flipping
No,
something.
Sonia, you would
You
love.
know?
Sonia would love to get a grip. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Poisoning the well. Sorry, Tanya. Poison.
Yeah,
No,
talk about
it's
poisoning the well,
it's a
Jeff.
logical fallacy, right? You know about this?
Come on.
So basically,
Perfect poisoning the well example would be Ghislaine Maxwell's father founding the Department of Education or writing most of the textbooks. Or he didn't found it, but he wrote most of the textbooks for it.
it's like
That's poisoning the well.
well, yeah, kind of gaslighting too, and just
Right.
like loud, cheap propaganda. Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you. So he helped to fund or found the Department of Education.
No. The company McGraw that writes
Yeah.
the textbooks for the school, he owns that.
So all right.
Has for a long time.
What a bunch
apparently.
and that's something that I think like the likes of Ron Paul and others want to see disbanded or done away with, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah.
Americans were smarter before the Department of Education, surely.
Wow, more like
Surely.
Department of
Absolutely.
Uneducation, Department of
The Department of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh boy. So
Miseducation.
yeah, that's right. What the hell? Oh, poisoning the well. So basically, people go out ahead. Like you're going to arrive at a destination. Let's say you are scheduled to meet somebody in a week. Then you'll have some jerk. We'll be polite. Some jerk come up with a lot more colorful words than that.
Goes ahead of you and says untrue things to skew and create a narrative. Yeah.
And then makes you just sets things up so that they taint things, and so that people are like, oh really? So that when you show up, it's like your reputation precedes you.
I have had that happen to me a few times
So don't tell people your plans until or what you have scheduled. Like that's one thing that people got to learn is like just keep your cards close to the chest. Like F you. It's like none of your business. Like knowledge is power, and these bastards out there, some of them that they got nothing better to do than cause chaos, like and make all sorts of problems in people's lives. This is largely I don't know if you call it left-hand path necessarily, but the followers, the likes of Sabi Zevi, the Chabad Lubavitchers and folks of that ilk, the ones that are the radical right-wing coalition of which Netanyahu is leading, people of that that stripe and character. So he's a total fraud, as are most of the people that he represents. They're just total frauds and imposters. They don't even belong there. They're Europeans more than anything, and they've got no ancestral ties or claim to that land
DNA
whatsoever.
testing
It's a
is
big
nearly
lie.
impossible to get in Israel.
What's that? Go
That's why
to
DNA
Madagascar.
testing is almost.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like get in Israel.
Yeah. Oh, DNA testing.
They don't want people to know that all of those people are Ashkenazi converts.
Exactly. Yeah, from the 8th century or something like that. So hopefully, I mean, we've already been demonetized, so who cares? We'll see if if YouTube decides to give us a strike because don't certain key words that, oh geez, they didn't say that, did they? Oh, you can't.
I didn't get you demonetized, did I?
No. Oh, who knows? Like, they look. Okay, that's another thing too. Our general disclaimers. Sonia, you have to remind me.
They tell you.
Hey, listen, don't let me forget. Should do this at the start every time. That the views and opinions on behalf of myself, the show's host, and our guest do not necessarily reflect those of either the wider listening audience nor the show's sponsors.
You should put that in your role in the beginning.
Well, the intro, audio intro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
That's right.
I think you say something like that in the beginning, though. I recall you usually say something like that.
Usually, yeah, for sure.
You mean like just
Today, I
manually.
don't know.
I
But
tried to. Yeah.
usually,
And that anything that we say here should not be taken as gospel. Fact check, as I said, to my adult students earlier today. Be sure always fact check. Even the Buddha, Buddha's. I mean, he's Buddha. It's like, yeah, fact check, like test as you would test
Yeah.
gold,
I would
right? So, right, Tanya, as you would
I
test
wouldn't
gold.
even use their fact check lingo. I would change the lingo
Oh yeah,
to
but
make
even
it mean
like a
the
lot of those
same
fact
thing.
checking
But
sites are
the
bullshit
fact check
too, right?
lingo is so
No,
like
well,
NWO.
hang on. Yeah, no, yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, fact checking. A lot of the fact checking is bullshit. It's you got to, yeah. You go keep
I
digging.
guess I'm a little more wild.
You know, that's with AI. You keep pushing and pressing AI, and it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, great point. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, why didn't you tell me that from the start? It's like, well, it's like, okay. So yeah, well, bullshit. So I don't even go there anymore. There's times where it's like, geez, so I ask ChatGPT this question, and it's like, who cares? Jerks. So anyways.
Right. Yep.
But oh yes, medical, financial or legal. That's the really to cap it all off here. We're not here to offer anyone any formal medical, financial, or legal advice. Consult the credentialed professionals in your area,
Of
or
course, because they always know better.
via the interwebs. Shop around. It's and just it's like fact checking. Don't just because one person says something is true doesn't mean it's the case. More some
Right. You gotta
more often than
form
not,
your
more often than
opinion
not, it
with
isn't.
lots of input.
Keep
Even the Buddha told his disciples to question him
big
to
time, big time,
figure it out.
Yep.
like testing gold, correct? The quality of gold. That's right. So, and well, there we go. We could carry things on here for quite some time, ladies. It's been a real pleasure to reconnect. Galacticfire.com. What's that? Sorry.
Mhm.
The son walked by and he goes,
What the hell did she just say?
like he was trying to be quiet,
Who?
but he was trying to be quiet, but he just like whispered, "I love you" as he was passing. My son. It was
Oh, what a sweetheart.
How old is your son?
What a sweetheart.
17.
What?
Oh, what an even bigger sweetheart.
How
I know he's awesome.
Lucky girl.
What are his?
Teenagers are something else. Let me tell you.
Does he have a girlfriend, or is he into guys?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
You never know, Sonia. Come on now. Come on. You've got to be. It takes all types. Takes all types to make, especially this day and age, and with the bisphenol in those baby bottles and I asked my mom.
Luckily, I think he's had a girlfriend, and I think he's finding out that he really needs to focus on himself right now.
Good for
him. Because you can't trust these hoes.
You can't what?
You can't trust these hoes.
What did she say? You can't trust who? You can't trust the hose?
Typical 17-year-old.
You can't trust the hose?
No, man. You can't trust these hoes.
Okay.
Can't trust those.
Jeez, I've never heard that one before. I guess I haven't known enough hoes to know.
You are really out of the loop, Jeff.
Well, okay. Yeah, and you think my jokes are bad. Come on.
That's not a joke, though. That's seriously
that's just some pretty ghetto kind of off the cuff.
Not necessarily.
Remarks, slang.
I mean, dude, the world we live in.
Hey, okay? Man, I'm not. Just get it straight. I'm not as ghetto as you two, obviously. So I'd like to be.
You're not.
I'd like to be. I wish I was.
No, because Sonia and I, we OG, right?
Yeah, that's right.
OG, that's right, girl. High fives, sister.
Yeah. Oh gee. I don't know what I am. Just God.
Jeffy's out of the loop.
Oh, Jeffy's just
out of the loop right now.
Oh, Jeffy's
he's
shit.
Out of the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because of children.
Oh my.
That we have so much information about how things
are. It really
is.
That's like,
true. Yeah, your kids. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, we're sounding boards, man. We're sounding boards.
It's not like we decided what needs to, like, the lingo's gonna be it just is. That's what it is out there, and we
I'm
just have to
beginning
kind of
to
deal with it.
understand what Alpha and Gen X or Gen Z are saying,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
I
Right.
don't know whether to like be ashamed or
I know, right? It's like, oh, because it makes sense, but then you're like, well, that's very crude kind of
Hey,
way to put it together. But I mean,
yeah.
but you want to support your children, and you want to make
right.
them feel comfortable about
And
things
not be
without
able to
making it
communicate
weird.
with them.
Hey, how about just
Yes,
one last question?
yes. You want to develop the relationship,
Yeah, yeah. While we're on the topic, while
So
we're on the subject, Roblox, and brain rot
Oh my God. And the PDF files and the
on Roblox.
oh my God. Yeah, there was a guy, he discovered
It's
like
predators.
thousands of predators on
Yeah,
Roblox
yeah.
and Roblox tried to sue him or something.
Wait a minute, but what? Why weren't the
Something like that.
pedos then investigated?
Because Roblox protected them and kept them on their profile or their platform.
How can you protect
Oh yeah,
criminals?
go look into that. It's a whole mess. Like,
How's that right to
yeah.
protect if they're alleged? I mean, it's oh jeez. All right, okay.
My kids have actually like trolled predators
Yeah,
on Roblox.
I see.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
enticement, but yeah, to commit rape or whatever, because they say like any it was it 16, 17, 16, I think, right? Alabama, who knows? So, is that right? But that anything
yeah.
if
The
less than that,
16.
it's whether it's not consensual because the underage you're not a pedophile. You're actually just you're you're committing a crime, sex crime, I guess, with an underage
Yeah,
victim. But pedophile is someone that's like prepubescent, I believe, and that's more proper to say, like with
they have a different
Epstein.
name for like people that like it's not little kids they go after. It's like teenagers or
Yeah,
whatever.
right,
There's a
right,
different
right.
word for it. I can't think of it.
Well,
They're all garbage people and need to be like like Australia started out as a penal colony. I'm just saying.
uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think they do too well
I
in
don't really
jail
care what their
either.
names are,
Not
kind of thing,
usually. Not too well in
Yeah,
jail.
I don't care what what they identify as
Yeah,
or what they export.
what their
Yeah,
labels
they're all the
are and
same.
stuff like that. There's
Wh-
the
What are you
right
talking
thing
about?
and kind of the
The
wrong thing.
maps? The maps? You're
No,
talking
no, no. Like how you use the word pedophile, meaning is someone that's attracted to like younger children.
yes.
There's a different word for people. It's
Okay.
like
We'll find it
that
sometime
are
then.
of like a
Right.
post-pubescent age, but
Yeah.
not quite
Okay.
yet the age of
Uh,
majority.
oh.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
and don't
she
forget,
was
back
saying.
in the day, there's the marriage to maybe 13 or 14-year-olds, very common, 100 years
Yeah, but
ago.
life expectancy was 30,
Well,
so that's
just
kind
just
of
just
like we
saying,
never
it's
as life
interesting how that
expectancy.
changes. And I don't know what the laws were back then. They probably changed too, right? So to now it's
They should have changed, but a
right.
lot of them didn't change
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. So one last
And
thing.
you think about it.
Here-
You think about like a 40-year-old man is
Mhm.
not going to go hang out with an 18-year-old boy because he finds him immature and like a child. But why is the 40-year-old man going and hanging out with an 18-year-old and all of a sudden she's so mature and she's wifey material?
Well, he's grooming her partly, I guess. So like
That part.
it just depends. It depends. And but at this day and age, it's like yeah,
I'm just
you're
talking about
grooming.
very active seeking company and seeking counsel with or seeking you know.
They target vulnerable kids too, right? Quite often.
Oh,
Well,
they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just finish by saying this for the 10th time. That isn't it interesting? We have in English, the English language, we have this one word that means like to love. Well, in a sick way, love children. But what do we have that indicates or describes someone who just loves kids? Not in a touchy feely way, but
Parent, maybe.
yeah, no, 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 no. A loving parent, you would say, okay.
Do
A
we have
loving
to have a
uncle.
name for that
Well,
though? I mean,
it shows
yeah,
you
like
how
just a
with
regular
the
parent.
constraint
Yeah,
restrictions of language. that we don't have, like, the Eskimos have what, like 100 different names for snow and things along those lines. We got one bloody word, and
Right.
it's a pejorative. It's a terrible word. Why can't we have a word in English that means like they just like kids, they have fun, they're like a kid's entertainer, a teacher, maybe something like
A
that.
nice person?
No.
Loving
That's
person?
that's not.
I
That's
mean, come
no,
on.
no. That doesn't do it.
I think the
No.
more words, the worse, because they
What?
make the
What?
words up for
We
word
need a
beds.
better
I
word.
agree with
They
you
do
on
that on
that.
purpose. hmm
We need
Do
a
we
better
need
word.
words when energy is boundless, when thought
Thank
is
you.
energy?
Come
That's
again.
Thank you,
right.
because there is,
Mhm.
I mean, at the end of the day, if we shut up enough, then we don't need these words to
They
convey.
use the words to confuse people
Yeah, or
Mhm.
to make them
clarify.
think this
Come
way or
on.
that way.
That
So
works both
confusing.
A little
ways.
bit. A
Yeah.
Both
little bit,
ways.
maybe, if
To
they were put out there
frame.
to clarify, but the words that are put
What
out
the
there
hell
are
are we
not to
doing now?
clarify, they're to
What
confuse.
are
So,
we doing
there
now
you go.
but using words to communicate? We're trying to speak clearly, but still it's so much is open to interpretation.
Yep, that's where we find ourselves.
Okay. And on that note, Pirate
It
Larry
is.
Jr., galacticfire.com, and once again, just your main website, Tanya, because that's what we're gonna add to the
Oh,
archive.
www.integritywellnessanddefense.com.
Okay, that's the one that Ashley put together for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but now one thing I was fishing around for there I couldn't find was just where you have all your social media links. Why can I not find that? Like off your
I
web,
don't know.
ask
Ask
her.
Ashley about that.
It's like Ashley,
Ashley.
Instagram, Facebook, all those links you just told us earlier. Get them all there in one place. I've got my
Link
little
tree,
man cave, like a tree. Did you say, Sonia? Tree?
like a
I
link
thought they
tree.
were
That's
on
right.
there,
That's
but
right.
if you
Link
don't
tree.
see them, then I'll ask her, because
Yeah,
either she can do it or she can teach me how to do it. I
yeah.
need to learn more maintenance of the site. I'm
Give
trying.
Give
I'm
Sonia 50. Give her
not.
some little gratuity. Send Sonia $50. She'll take
Oh,
care of it for you.
I'll help you out anyway. It's
Yeah.
no biggie.
All right. So
I mean, yeah.
8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. They're out in the West Coast of the Americas. 11 in the East. This coming Saturday night. That's what we're looking at with Pirate Larry Jr. So hoping that
This Saturday, huh? Woohoo! I'm excited.
Yeah,
That tomorrow?
hang on a second here. What's this? We got the outro kicking off, and it's all frozen. Son of a gun. There we go. Turn it down a little bit.
I have to check that out.
Yeah. So
I want to watch.
thank you to both of you for joining us here this week once again. And Sonia, you're welcome to join us this week with that feature show. You did help put us in contact with him, of course. So on behalf of Captain Long John Sinclair and all the rest of the crew here down in Skullport Harbor, until we meet again, be these high, often all too intrepid digital seas. I'm your host, as always, the show's Chief Communications Officer, Jaffe Ryder, reminding you, as always, keep your ear to the ground and eyes to the sky. Tally-ho!